just been an incredible journey.
As a gal from Seattle, we're very welcoming. And this city wanted you, Sam. I mean, after the way that you played last year in Minnesota, finishing 14-3, a Pro Bowler, you had options. But you chose Seattle, and Seattle chose you. Why?
Yeah, I think, there's multiple reasons. Ton of really good players, young players, veteran players, really good leadership. Another good thing is I'm closer to home. My parents get to come up and watch me every now and then, so that's pretty much it.
Sam Darnold has done exactly what they brought him here to do. They have found their quarterback, and their quarterback has found a home.
Sam's been balling. We want to try to define Sam by this game or what. Man, Sam's had us in every game.
This locker room has your back. Not every locker room's like that.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great fucking day. I'm having a good day. Getting ready for some football.
I think for us, it's very natural.
I love football. It's a fun sport, Today we got the Rams and the Panthers. The Rams are 9-2. The Panthers are 6-6. The Rams are arguably the best team in the NFL.
He's got all the traits,
So,
right, to be a great receiver, but
I'm
getting pressure on checking something. Maybe you want to.
I mean, the Rams and the Patriots pretty much tied for the best team right now. I think the Rams are a little bit better.
Yeah, you've had some special receivers.
Damn.
The press is going to sit here and say it's a
But,
revenge game.
and the Panthers,
You're the one that got away.
well, they're not the worst anymore. They're 6-6 right now. Past 2 years, they've been bottom of the league. Honestly, the last 5 years, they've been, bottom of the league, getting pretty high draft picks. But yeah. But this game could be a blowout, or it could be, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, for sure. But I fully understand kind of the decision.
That's why you watch. That's why you watch the games. You never know when the,
For me, it was
shitty team upsets the great team.
me as that guy. But I was able to move on fast from that. Now I'm here, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm happy I found Seattle, and Seattle found me.
Those lucky to have you.
Thanks.
Good for Sam Darnold. We talk about Baker, we talk about Daniel finding homes in their respective cities. This city loves Sam Darnold, and from that piece, hopefully you can get that Sam Darnold loves Seattle as well. And he might just say that it's another game, but Kurt, we all know that you want to go out there and you want to show that old team what they're missing.
And they're not enjoying life without him.
All right.
Starts today.
So here's the inactives for today.
They've had started. He's from the University of Minnesota after 5 years at New Hampshire. So Howie, without Sam Darnold, they're struggling right now. Meanwhile, Darnold, we talked about he wants to put it on his team today, but all he has to do is just be himself, right?
Great piece by Chris. I think Sam Darnold's a guy that you can pull for. Minnesota.
Yeah, Ikem Okonwu. Wait, what the fuck? I don't like this. Yeah, no, I don't like this. That's not accurate. Panthers inactives. They have J.C. Horn inactive. Hunter Renfrow is inactive. Claudin Churlis. Christian Roseboom. Cade Mays. Jared Harrison Hunty. And Cam Jackson are all out for the Panthers.
He's a good guy, but I'm going to blitz him getting and I think that's true.
So I can mark those off.
He tends to want to press at times. I don't think this game should be, for him, as much as it can be, any different than any other game. When the throws are there, make the throws. When it's not, throw it away. Lean on your defense. You're at home. That's a benefit. So I think that's the key. How will he react?
Another game going on later today that may determine who makes the playoffs when you get down the road in the AFC. Buffalo at Pittsburgh, TV.
Oh, gosh, folks, very few things make me get nervous. I panic. I will panic. When I go through the airport later tonight, to get through the security line, you got to have a driver's license, Howard and Michael. And you have to show them where you are. Because y'all don't do that. And you've got to show that, and they'll look at it and go, okay, Mr. Bradshaw, you can come in. If I don't have it, a lot of times I don't, I panic. Facing Pittsburgh today, and if I'm Josh Allen, there's panic written all over this. Both his tackles are out. Last week, sacked 8 times.
All right. So those are the inactives for the Panthers. J.C. Horn, Hunter Renfrow, Claudin Churlis, Christian Roseboom, Cade Mays, Jared Harrison Hunt, and Cam Jackson. And then for the Rams, they have Stenson Bennett, Jarquez Hunter, Darian Kendrick, Bo Limmer, and Deshaun Johnson are all inactive.
Will it be the Chargers catch the Broncos, or you have faith in Denver?
It's going to be Denver. And Denver's offense struggled at times. Their defense is just so outstanding. Best defense in the league. And Denver has a less threatening schedule. Commanders, Raiders, and then they play Green Bay at home, then Jacksonville, KC, and then the Chargers. I just think, but the Chargers, it's a tougher record. Their quarterback, Herbert's getting beat up. Alt is out. Slater's out. They just haven't been able to lean on much with that front, the offensive line. So I think the Broncos run away with it.
All right, time now to check in the Take Laser to get details of who's
All right, and then
All right, thanks, Kurt. We're going to start with one of the teams who are still in this playoff picture here, and that's the Colts. Look, Daniel Jones reported this past week that he has a fracture in that fibula. The story is he actually got hurt 3 weeks ago, got an MRI after the bye. He thought it was a calf the whole time. And the track there, playing in pain, though. Daniel Jones toughening it out. Kyle Warren, his rookie tight end, he actually got a stomach virus yesterday. They put him on the injury report, but he's cleared. He's going today. Jacksonville Jaguars, big loss for them today. Aaron Armstead, middle of that defense, he's going to be out with a hand injury. We're going to stay with one of those Florida teams, the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, look, I told you guys on Thursday that he was going to
nice.
despite
So yeah, we're all set, ready to go. 1 p.m. kickoff, maybe a few minutes after. Usually a few minutes after.
Huge for them. He's not going to have his full role. They're going to see how he's doing. They actually get 4 starters back today, the Buccaneers. In that same game, Marvin Harrison Jr., a couple weeks ago, his stomach wasn't feeling good. He actually ended up having appendicitis. He is in. Look, you can see him here. He's in today. He was limited this week, but he's in for the Cardinals. And Terry McLaurin, later on tonight, he actually returns to the lineup for the Commanders with that quad injury. Dan Quinn told me not going to have his full reps, but it's good to have him back in. And finally,
But yeah, I'm excited for this game. Excited for every game, you know? Every game that I do. I love doing them all. I've never not been excited to do a game.
Starts tomorrow night.
All right, FanDuel is the best place for all your same-game parlay action. Michael has built a same-game parlay plus. What do you have?
All right,
I would have a hard time getting excited to do like a Cowboys game or an Eagles game or any team that I hate. I don't really like the Steelers. I don't like the Giants. I don't like the Jets. So I'd have a hard time doing those games. I like doing. I don't know. I've never done a Patriots game. I don't know if I would enjoy that. I kind of like just being able to enjoy the Patriots. But then, yeah, I don't like to do the teams that I hate because it's not fun. I like doing games where I'm neutral. You know?
You go ahead and answer that for me.
You're taking the Steelers.
That's right.
Okay. No question with that one in his mind. It is time for kickoff of our early games. We'll see if week number 13 is lucky 13 for teams all around the league. If you're getting an early game, your kickoff is coming up right after this. If you're getting a late game, stick around. We got a little bit more for you right here as we get you all set for Seattle and Minnesota. But whatever game you're getting, we thank you so much for watching Fox NFL Sunday, presented as always by GMC. We will see you at halftime, whatever game you're getting.
When things get tough, you don't go down easily. You keep pushing. If you've been diagnosed with metastatic PSMA-positive prostate cancer, had hormone therapy, and can delay chemotherapy, ask your doctor about Pluvicto. Pluvicto is not chemotherapy. It's a different treatment that targets PSMA-positive cells. Pluvicto can be used before chemotherapy for some people. Pluvicto involves contact with radioactivity, which may increase the risk for cancer and cause fetal harm. Drink plenty of fluids, urinate often, use contraception, and talk to your doctor about ways to reduce the risk of exposing others to radiation during and after treatment. Pluvicto can cause low levels of blood cell counts, kidney problems, and infertility. Tell your doctor if you have weakness, pale skin, shortness of breath, bleeding or bruising more easily, an infection, or changes in urination. Side effects include decreased blood cell counts, tiredness, dry mouth, nausea, appetite loss, joint or back pain, and constipation.
Ask your doctor about Pluvicto, because every day without cancer progression is a victory. We are trying really hard to get you Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, but there is only so much we can do here. You're gonna have to meet us halfway. Well, the whole way, actually.
Walmart's top brand gift surprise.
Yeah, I don't have a team that I prefer to win. I mean, this is an NFC game, has no bearing on, you know, the Patriots at all, so. Literally have no preference on who wins.
Or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Where current eligible GMC owners get 0% APR with a total value of over $11,500 on this Sierra 1500 model. That's 20% below MSRP.
Iconic programs tip it off on Fox College Hoops. How about this kid? Cam Boozer leads fourth-ranked Duke as they aim for the top spot in the nation. While Tom Izzo's Michigan State squad have their eyes on an upset. Duke, Michigan State, Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern on Fox College Hoops.
How about Bryce Young and the Panthers right in the mix for playoff contention out of the NFC South? They get set to host one of the hottest teams in the NFL and arguably the hottest quarterback in Matthew Stafford of the Rams. From Charlotte, the Fox NFL is presented by Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side. A key matchup, one of the best of the week. In Week 13 on this final day of November, the 9-2 Rams riding a 6-game win streak visit the 6-6 Carolina Panthers. As we welcome inside the booth, Adam Amin, future Hall of Famer Drew Brees. Christina Pink is with us today as well. So not only do the Rams have one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, Matthew Stafford's playing great. They got two of the best receivers.
6 minutes till kickoff.
On top of that, their defense looked great on Sunday against Tampa Bay in a dominant performance. They're the #1 scoring defense. It's a very good Rams team right now.
Yeah, they're probably one of the best offensive lines they've had in the McVay era. They got 3 outstanding tight ends. It's really the most complete team in football, and they're playing like it right now.
6-game win streak. They come in red hot. The Panthers all of a sudden find themselves only
Got Adam Amin and Drew Brees in the booth for this one.
First place. This is a position that really they haven't been in this deep into the season in a while.
No, and look, at times they've played really well this season. It's just been inconsistent. But if they want to have a chance today, they have to play with a heightened sense of urgency and really take the fight to the Rams, kind of beat them at their own game, run the football effectively. You cannot give the ball.
Yep, this game is taking place from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. I like the stadium. It's always empty though. Well, not empty, but it's like the only stadium where it's not like sold out. Even teams that suck, like they usually sell out. Panthers though, they don't show up. Actually, remember during the Patriots suck years recently, they've had a lot of empty stadium or a lot of empty seats.
Jeep, there's only one. Right now, during the Jeep Black Friday sales event, well-qualified lessees can lease the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport Pass gas model for $359 a month, or purchase and get no monthly payments for 90 days.
I'm sorry about the billboards, Danny. I promise I'm not trying to take your job.
Well, personally, I prefer those billboards.
Did anyone ever tell you you're a tad bit vindictive?
All the time.
Make Jersey Mike's a game day thing.
A sub of both.
You went to the pantry for sugar 20 minutes ago, but got distracted shopping for deals on gifts. Oh, there it is.
Step into the world of Nespresso and bring magic to every morning. Shop the holiday gift collection at Nespresso.com.
I need to make sure we actually get the
Hey Danny, Jersey Mike's is now
down
official
thing up
sponsor of the NFL.
right at the start.
Sneaky. First you steal my look, now you steal my job.
Danny, I just love these subs.
Yeah.
Make Jersey Mike's a game day thing.
A sub of both.
Take a look at today's players to watch. They're brought to you by Nationwide. Nobody has played at a higher level, it feels like, than Matthew Stafford. 300-plus pass attempts without an interception. He's protected the ball since midway through last year. And here comes Tedero McMillan, their first-round draft pick, has 3 touchdowns in his last 2 games. Good matchup coming up. Rams and Panthers on the other side of the break.
King double cheeseburger. A quarter-pound of beef patties, flame grilled with 2 slices.
Yeah, I don't know which game I'm going to do next week yet. Maybe the Bills. I might do the Bills game next week. Usually I watch that with Dom, but Dom's away. So, he'll be away this week and next week.
Murder.
Next week I might do the Bills, honestly.
This was dressed as a man. It's just a murder. An asshole.
I mean, honestly, that looks like Bills-Bengals. That looks like the best matchup.
This crime truly appears impossible.
That'd be a snow game, too.
A Knives Out mystery, rated PG-13.
But maybe I'll do Bears, Packers.
You're watching Fox.
But probably Bills-Bengals.
68.1, your local broadcast entertainment station.
There's one law firm that effectively handles the most serious medical malpractice cases, the Porter Law Group, securing over $500 million in compensation for the individuals and families they represent, providing their clients with the answers
well, they don't have
and
the thing yet.
justice they deserve. The Porter Law Group. You only get one chance to hire the right law firm. The Porter Law Group. Don't settle for less.
Hi, I'm Mary, and this is Sophie from MoPro. If you experience severe hip, knee, or paw pain when climbing stairs, consider a stair lift. If you're out of breath, like someone is restricting air through your snout, consider a stair lift. Or if you're at risk of falling down and ending up in the hospital or the vet, consider a stair lift. Call MoPro at 315-472-0707 or visit us at moprocorp.com.
Tuesday, donations to United Way of CNY will be matched thanks to Bond, Shennick & King, Equitable, Excellus Blue Cross Blue Shield, and J.W. Burns Investment Council. Give now at cnygiving.com.
All right, so the Panthers win the toss, and the Rams they deferred, so the Rams will have the football to start, and the Panthers will get the ball back to start the second half.
BasementSolutionsandMore.com. Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Like we talked about at the top, the Panthers are in a position they haven't been in quite some time. Christina Pink has more. KP.
Yeah, Adam, the Panthers not.
There is some light rain, around 46 degrees.
A lot of these players have not been in. Bryce Young telling us we have something to play for. It's not just for love of the game or pride this time of year, and that is something we don't have to manufacture. They are going to have to manufacture a little depth in their secondary, though. J.C. Horn is out with a concussion, and Trayvon Morig is for a one-game suspension. And the defensive coordinator, Adrian Rivero, telling us nobody cares. We just have to figure it out.
And that is always the case in this league. You see Sean McVay, they're one ahead in the loss column against Seattle, which will be in the late window today. A couple ahead against the 49ers. The Bears got to 9 wins yesterday, or on Friday, with their win over the Eagles. That's the battle for the #1 seed right now. Meanwhile, the Panthers could find themselves in first today with a win in an upset and a Buccaneers loss. Those two teams will face off twice in the final 3 weeks of the season. Carolina won the toss and deferred, so one of the hottest teams and the hottest offenses in the NFL will start.
All right, so off we go. Oh, shit, a big return. Damn. That was a big return there. That was Rivers. Nice return. Oh, the flag is down.
Scott Novak is our lead official, filling in on this crew for the injured Adrian Hill, who got hurt on that Thursday night game a week and a half ago in Houston.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the kicking team, number 48. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the dead ball.
Damn, 15-yard penalty. And that big return.
Michigan with a bad mistake, so you get a 45-yard.
It was Ronnie Rivers
15-yard penalty
with a nice return there.
How much easier to want to make it for one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL and one of the hottest offenses?
Yeah, this is not the way you want to start.
Matthew Stafford playing at an MVP level so far this year. 30 touchdown passes. He's gone 27 straight touchdowns without an interception. It's been 10 weeks since his last pick. He starts his first drive from the 35-plus, and it gets batted down near the line of scrimmage by Ashawn Robinson, his former Super Bowl champion teammate with the Rams. 30 points per game for this LA Rams offense during their 6-game win streak.
Yeah, and really it started up front. It's probably the best offensive line group that they've had since Sean McVay has been there. And it's really kind of set the stage for everything that they do with their run game, their play-action game. You're going to see a lot of snaps under center today. They lead their...
All right, so it's 2nd and 10.
60% of their snaps are under center. But then they have the ability just to go shotgun and throw it all around the yard as well.
That's what Stafford's been doing lately. They use a ton of motion, about as much as any team in the league.
And Stafford complete. Puka Nacua, and that just short of the first down.
A few more yards on a first down. Panthers defense has not really been the issue. They've played pretty well over the course of the last 5 or 6 weeks. They held San Francisco to 20 points on Monday night.
Yeah, they played outstanding, especially over the last 4 games, where it's been a bit of a bend don't break, but they have been top 10 in points allowed, and they've been taking the ball away, which is the key. But this front 4 is really going to have to step up and stop this Rams running attack.
Oh, it was a first down. They'll give that off to Kyron Williams. He'll get about 3.
Yeah, you talked about it. KP gave us the update. They're without their top 2 tacklers, in Christian Roseman, the former Ram, and Trayvon Merrick. And they're without their best cover corner today, J.C. Horn. So big weight on Mike Jackson and Shaw Smith-Wade as they got a battle with the Nakuas and the Adamses of the world.
It is, and that's why I'd expect to see a lot of just kind of shell zone coverage, which is going to be a light box for the run game. That's why that front, 4-5 is really going to have to step up today.
And Stafford looking to pass, going to give that off to Parkinson. He'll get a first down. So already first and goal. This is a fast start here for the old Rams.
Anybody in the league at setting up those screens, wide receiver screens.
I mean, they got that great return.
In fact, they average more yards per screen call than any other team.
They're already within the 10 yards.
One of those parts of the game where the minute you think you got a beat on this offense and you're rushing the passer, all of a sudden they slip one of these screens on you, get linemen downfield, and get these chunk plays.
So they do mark it 1st and 10, just shy of the 10, so technically could get a first down right near the goal line. There's another
and Tapuka, and he'll get about 5 there before getting brought down.
So they can do these screens with everybody. Like Adams runs a couple, but Nacua can do it. Any of the tight ends, Williams can do it. Corum does it. They got all these different weapons.
Yeah, it makes you cover field to field. There's Stafford with the old patented, turning 2. Even though he was a catcher, he wasn't a shortstop, but he's got all the arm angles. And Nakua's that guy that you want to get the ball to on the perimeter in the screen game. In fact, when he's not in the game, it certainly changes what they do on the perimeter. But
so 2nd and 3 right now.
The screen game outside.
This is Davante Adams territory.
Yeah, might give it out to Adams.
Inside the 10.
And yep, he does it. That's a touchdown. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams.
They just make it look too easy. They get Davante Adams in this tight alignment, and a lot of times if he's pressed, he might run a fade. In this case, he gets this off and outside technique right here, and he's just going to slide right inside. It's an RPO. It's a run play, so Matthew Stafford can turn and hand it off. But if he feels like he's got the leverage and has the lane, just that me-to-you combination that's been so deadly this year between him and Davante Adams.
And here's the extra point. And the kick is good. So it's a 7-0 lead to start it off for the Rams. Pretty early touchdown. Earlier than I thought they would score it. But they had that great return from Ronnie Rivers. And then the penalty yards.
Capital One Saver Card, you earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment. 3% cash back on salty, 3% cash back on sweet. You know it's moving 3 hours, right? Good call.
Are you in this one?
Yeah, I'm in this one. Get your tentacles off my 3% cash back. Oh, perfect delivery. What's in your wallet?
Dad, what happened to the evil wizard? You're still thinking about that Bills game, huh? Try this.
better?
Sorry, Josh. I mean, Jason. I named you. Snickers satisfies.
Ever since we told Jason Kelsey NFL Sunday Ticket is just $48 for new users, he hasn't stopped cheering. NFL Sunday Ticket, now just $48 for the rest of the regular season.
Extra value meals are back at McDonald's. For just $8, get 10 tender, juicy chicken McNuggets, plus hot salted fries and a medium drink. The 10-piece McNuggets meal for $8.
Chris, what are you doing?
Getting ready for game day.
Chris? Not now, Patricia. It is game day.
Hey, Tim, go on, buddy.
Oh, sorry.
Make game day a holiday at Target.
You're so strong.
Duracell AA's are assembled in the USA. But what about our competitors? They're made around the world. You can check for yourself right at the shelf. Those are on me. Just kidding. You gotta pay for those.
That's right. Move like this now. You gotta move.
Big time, best time, all the time. Come see the
So the Panthers offense will take over. Bryce Young and the Panthers offense.
Next Level Baker is Next Level Baker. Starts Thursday on Fox. Today's game on Fox is
What is this wide receiver's name? Xavier Leggetti or Leggett?
Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford have been on the same page for a whole year, basically, especially. 28 straight TDs without a pick. That's now the longest streak in NFL history. Matthew Stafford breaks a tie with our colleague Tom Brady. And Devontae Adams continues to be an incredibly productive receiver. He gets the touchdown. And the
He's getting older, too.
Easy start.
I mean, Stafford's just been unconscious these last 8 games.
Harrison
All right.
Davis takes over.
They kick it away. Harrison Mavis kicks it away. Trevor Etienne with the return. He'll get it just past the 30 at the 31.
There's Bryce Young taking over at quarterback. The guy was born in Philadelphia but raised in Los Angeles, went to high school in Santa Ana. He plays the LA Rams for the very first time in his career. He's been inconsistent. 2 weeks ago, nearly 450 passing yards. Passing game didn't really get going against San Francisco.
Bryce Young's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league. I still choose to believe in him. I know he's not, been all that great, but I still choose to believe in him.
All right. They did against Dallas, go toe-to-toe with one of the better offenses in the NFL and come away with an upset win.
Snap it away. Goes the handoff to Rico Dowdle. Right behind the line of scrimmage.
Omar Spates are there to stop that Panther rushing attack. Only 6 carries.
Give me some Chuba Hubbard, man.
Rico Dowdle, he expressed his frustration.
I love Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah, and I'd be frustrated too. I mean, the Panthers' run game, and Rico Dowdle especially, is the foundation of this offense. If you can get him rolling, get him a lot of touches, both in the run game and the pass game, because he's a very good receiver, that's how you really set the foundation and create some opportunities on the perimeter for some of these big receivers.
There's Dowdle.
Yeah, Dowdle with another run there. He'll get about 3. So it'll be 3rd and 8.
All this talk about Los Angeles' offense, and rightfully so. Chris Shula has done a fabulous job with a young defense that
it takes them forever to update that thing, though.
Better and a little older and a little better.
Well, they've done such a phenomenal job over the last 3 to 4 years in these draft picks, these mid to late round draft picks, and all these guys are now coming into their own and playing so well as a unit.
And the corners Forbes and Durant were outstanding last week against Tampa Bay. They held the Bucs to 7 points. 4-man pressure.
And Young complete. Jalen Coker gets the first down.
He picks up 15 on 3rd down to move the chains.
Look, this is a nice rhythmic throw here on 3rd and long. And honestly, I think Jalen Coker might be the secret weapon for the Carolina Panthers today, because they're going to run the football. He's the guy who they bring in motion, tight splits in order to dig out safeties and force. He's also a big target at the passing game.
And the handoff to Chuba Hubbard. He'll get about 4, maybe 5.
Rico Dowdle got a little banged up, it felt like, on one of his first couple runs. He's back out onto the field now. He's battled through a groin injury over the course of the season. Came off the field after that first play. Kind of grabbing towards that shoulder again. He wants the ball. He's closing in on 1,000 yards. Really tough dude, but a lot of contact that he's taken this year. Plus territory.
And another handoff to Rico Dowdle. He'll get only about one.
Young on the tackle. That'll bring up third down.
You know, it's interesting the approach the Rams took there with that front. They just kind of had a heavy front, brought these backers to the edges. It really became a six-man front. I think they recognize that the Panthers are going to try to feed these two running backs, especially Dowdle, just to try to stay ahead of the change and get themselves in the third manageable situations.
Exactly what Chris Shula told us this week. We expect them to try to take the air out of the ball like they did against Green Bay, dispossess the Rams' excellent offense.
So it's 3rd and 3 right now. Another handoff to Chuba Hubbard. He'll run it in there for the first down. Gets about 5 yards there.
For the run game at times, obviously both running backs have dealt with injuries at various points. Hubbard had a calf strain which helped him out for a couple of games in October, and that allowed Dowdle to come to the forefront. Hubbard's been a professional, true professional when it comes to all of that. Dowdle's still on the sidelines. It's Etienne and Hubbard in now.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Dowdle's on the sideline.
Really a dynamic duo. You know, both those guys have so much versatility, both in the run game and the pass game.
Another handoff to Chuba Hubbard. Have they even passed yet? Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of
They had the one to Coker.
Got some RPOs on the edge that they haven't thrown yet, but I think it's a good part of Bryce Young's game.
Very run heavy right now, though.
He has a knack for being able to kind of hold the ball in the pocket of the running back, pull it late, deal it to the edge if they get the numbers right.
Dave Canales called the plays, so he needed to get Dowdle more involved in the run game. He took accountability for it after Dowdle expressed his frustration both vocally and on social media. Canales accountable himself. Extra body for the Rams.
And Young pass incomplete to Jalen Coker. 3rd and 8 here. They're at the 44, so that's probably not going to be in field goal range. That'd be a 62-yard field goal, 61-yard field goal.
Those are the opportunities you have to take advantage of, because you certainly do not want to be in these third long situations against this Rams defense.
Rams top 10 in sacks, and oftentimes they've done it by just rushing 4. Panthers have been bottom quarter of the league in third down conversions. Done it twice on this drive.
And pass to Chuba Hubbard there. Chuba Hubbard goes. He keeps going. Touchdown, Panthers! Chuba Hubbard brings it in for the touchdown.
So they caught the Rams here just with a lot of
that was awesome, man.
Trying to disguise some sort
Pass to
of
Chuba Hubbard that time.
send the tight end in motion. What that does is just creates numbers on the edge. So now you got basically 3-on-2. The back
That was beautiful.
Hands, 2 blockers, 1 sealing, 1 kicking out, and creating that nice run lane for Chuba Hubbard. Really nice play design on third and long by Dave Canales.
Here's the extra point. The kick is up and good.
The question we ask, can they go toe-to-toe with a really good offense again? They needed 8 yards.
Beautiful touchdown there.
For 6 points. And Drew said it. Hubbard's been great in the pass game. A career-high 3rd touchdown through the air for Hubbard. We're tied.
It's a 35-yard touchdown, receiving touchdown for Chuba Hubbard.
Mr. Grinch, I need your help. We have to tell Whoville about Walmart's Black Friday deals.
November 25th to the 30th. I didn't even know it was November.
You'd be the hero of Whoville.
So once again, the Rams offense will take over here.
Who are you looking for?
William Shakespeare. Hamlet is not only an extraordinary masterpiece.
Tell me a story, something that moves you.
It's the best picture of the year. Hamlet, rated PG-13, now playing in select theaters, in theaters everywhere this Friday.
Cool, iPhone 17?
I switched to T-Mobile.
You get 4 iPhone 17s on them.
Wait, who's taking the picture?
At T-Mobile, get 4 iPhone 17s with their amazing cameras on us. No trade-in needed when you switch.
Smile, it's an Alfie.
Step into the world of Nespresso and bring magic to every morning. Shop the holiday gift collection at Nespresso.com.
At Burger King, you write the rules of value.
New rule number 10, I mix and match my way. There's 7 tasty items, and I can get 2 for $5 or 3 for $7.
Where the hose at, man?
The $5 duo or $7 trio. From Burger King classics to fan faves. Choose your deal.
We test every vehicle for driving safety, performance, and efficiency. But we also believe a vehicle should be fun. So we set out to test the all-new Prelude for joy, excitement, and exhilaration. And it's clear, it's not just the way our vehicles move, but the way they make you feel that makes them a Honda. The Prelude Hybrid, engineered for fun.
A superior smooth taste worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior like beer.
This is really a great play design by Dave Canales on 3rd and long. You get 2 of your bigger body blockers, Jatavian Sanders, tight end, and then Xavier Leggett right here. Watch how they just kick this thing out, seal this, and create this nice lane for Chuba Hubbard. That's the guy you want, ball in his hands on the perimeter. He's such a weapon in the pass game. Nice on 3rd and long when you can just deal a screen to your running back and let him go make a play. Great start for the Carolina Panthers.
Impressive response after the Rams scored on their opening drive. Panthers have scored 5 opening drive touchdowns and 8 scores this year in 13 games. Ronnie Rivers had a good return last time, and he bounces off tacklers and takes it past the 30. They play the Bucs Super 6.
So get it past the 30 there on the return.
Right now, and enter for free for a shot to win your share of $10,000 in cash prizes. You see the Fox Sports app for details. Matthew Stafford and the Rams, who started on the plus 35 for their opening drive, will start at the minus 32. What a fabulous season for the 37-year-old, who is one of the odds-on favorites for MVP. The Rams suddenly the odds-on favorites to win the Super Bowl after what they've done the last month and a half. There's Kyron Williams.
Kyron Williams going to bring that. He'll run it in for the first down.
Good job by Blake Corum, I should say. Even with how good their pass game has been, you kind of forget that these 2 running backs have done a rock-solid job in Williams and now Corum.
Yeah, they're a dynamic duo of their own. Obviously, Kyron Williams gets a lot of carries. He's kind of their nickel back, catching a lot of balls out of the backfield. He's one of the best just protectors in the backfield as well. But, man, Blake Corum can do some things with the ball in his hands. And he's kind of a smaller stature, so you kind of lose him back there sometimes. Tough for a defender.
Fake it to him this time. Stafford patting the feet over the middle. Davante Adams.
And Davante Adams complete. He'll go, and he's into the 20, about the 24-yard line.
Easily so far today. 32 yards.
32-yard pass there.
Stafford and the Rams' ability to get under center and run the football, it just sets up this play action so well. And obviously, you get some of these big targets across the middle. This is something Davante Adams has been doing forever. And of course, Stafford's ability just to layer the ball in there. You know, these are the chunk plays that really, if you're Carolina Panthers defense, you're trying to limit. You know, just bend but don't break. Obviously, get down the red zone. This becomes the key situation in the game for them.
Stafford wheels that screen. Here's Nakua. And into the red zone for the Rams. It'll be 2nd down coming up.
They just do so much of this. And really, to me, their screen game is an extension of their run game. Yeah. You know, it's a very high percentage throw. You're getting blockers out in front, and you're getting into one of the most dynamic players' hands on your team and in the league, Puka Nakua.
Then you got Adams to deal with on the other side. Again, a huge challenge for Mike Jackson, who's matched up with Adams. And Nakua on the other side against guys like Charles Smith-Wade and Caleb.
They're 2nd and 4 inside the 20.
Carolina's in its base defense right now. Here's one play for Corum, and he's got the first down.
That was Blake Corum in there for the first down.
So this is where the Rams were on the opening drive. They go to Davante Adams in this area of the field. He's got 13 touchdowns.
Yeah, they got to go to Davante Adams again.
11 of them have come from the red zone. 9 of them have come from the 5-yard line and in. This is his territory. He had this connection with Rodgers.
Once they get into the
it's pretty demoralizing
10,
for the
though.
defense when you know exactly what they're going to do. He's either going to run a fade or he's going to run one of these quick bullet slants, and you still can't stop it.
There's the fake.
And Stafford gonna throw it, and that's complete. That's Xavier Smith. He'll get about 3 yards there.
He ends up picking up 4 yards on the play.
4 yards.
Well, you said it. They want to go to Adams when they get in the red zone. You really had kind of an in-and-out coverage there.
Yeah, but they were really covering Adams there. They wanted to go to him, but nice on Xavier Smith having the Guardian cap. I think every player should wear the Guardian cap. I think it should be mandatory. And a fake. Stafford. Incomplete to Nacua. Nacua caught it, I think, but that went out of bounds. 3rd and 6.
Yeah, I think Stafford got a little greedy here. They do such a good job again setting up this action and boot game. But really, it's Colby Parkinson right here as the outlet as to where he wants to go. But I mean, if there's a guy who can make tight window throws, it is Matthew Stafford.
Oh no, he didn't catch it at all.
Has had a bunch of those diving catches in the end zone in his NFL career. 3rd down and 6. They can get a first down at the 2. Stafford.
And oh wow, the ball and intercepted! Intercepted by Carolina. That was wild. Nick Scott with the interception. That was a weird deflection, and then it was intercepted. That's amazing. Yeah, that was deflected by Bobby Brown. Wow.
There's nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love. Holidays are coming.
That's Matthew Stafford's first interception in 10 weeks. That's only his 3rd interception on the year, I believe.
You made the nice list, kid. Paige.
I think he only had 2.
Rookie of the year. Nice list. Swishmas came early this year. Oh, Santa.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Bryson kept you cool. Very nice.
Yeah, that's his 3rd interception on the year.
Ankles is not very nice, but those routes sure are. Maybe next year, Mr. Green.
Again?
For everyone on your nice list.
I get it. It's hard to change. Me? I'm pretty loyal. Been on the same team for 17 years. Same coach for 11. Never switched my number once. I start every warm-up with a pass from the same guy. What's up, Curtis? And I shoot from the same spot. Every time. So you can imagine how good something has to be for me to change.
Can't beat it, can't beat it, can't beat it, can't beat it with the big bad dough. Come on. Don't I make it look easy? Don't I make it look good?
Saturday, title and playoff votes are Julian Sayre makes #1 Ohio State against Fernando Mendoza, #2 Indiana. The Big Ten Championship, Saturday, 6:30 Eastern on Fox.
It was only the 8th streak of 300-plus passes in NFL history without an interception. Stafford's ends at 318. Zach Bond had the last interception for Philadelphia in Week 3 until Nick Scott had a look-what-I-found moment off the helmet of Derek Brown. And from the 20 is where Bryce Young and the Panthers take over.
And
for one of their tight ends.
That was a tight end.
ends up getting shut down by the lineman. Back to the pick.
Yeah, so take a look at
That's
Derek
Mitchell
Brown right
Evans.
here. This is what all good defensive linemen do, is that whenever you get double teamed and you know you're not going to get to the quarterback, you immediately look to jump up and get your hands on the ball. And typically Stafford does a great job with his eyes of being able to manipulate defenders not only down the field but D-linemen to get around him, but not that time.
Big paw of Derek Brown leads to the Scott interception.
And a handoff there to Rico Dowdle. He'll not get any yardage there.
Tripped up by Tank McCullough. No gain on the play. You're without two of your best defensive players, Merrick and Horn. So a lot more weight onto arguably, I don't even think it's an argument, the best defensive lineman for Carolina.
Yeah, and he told us this week, he said, hey, we're gonna have to step up as a defensive line. We understand we're a bit shorthanded in our secondary. We're just gonna have to just keep the top on the coverage, and a lot of that burden is gonna fall on us to stop them in the run game and then be able to make plays like that. Carolina's gonna need to create some turnovers in this game and some opportunities.
Empty set.
And Bryce Young. Oh, that's incomplete. That was Tommy Tremble.
Tight end could not haul it in. Again, those are the types of plays that Carolina has to convert. And it's 4th down. They'll have to punt this away.
Look, they got what they wanted. They had man-to-man across the board. You know, Bryce is just looking for his best matchup, his best leverage. Just a simple out route to Tommy Tremble. But this is where you got to keep the chains moving. Put drives together, try to get points, more importantly, keep your defense off the field, keep the Rams' offense off the field. Unfortunately, they weren't able to capitalize on that turnover that their defense created, but you know, there's going to be a little bit of this back and forth.
Similar to what we saw on Monday night. They had those 3 interceptions. They only had 3 points in the first half off those giveaways. So Sam Martin punts it away.
So he punted away.
Fair catch.
And the Rams will take over.
To Xavier Smith. Rams offense back out onto the field. Panthers trying to stick with the hottest team in the NFC.
Was it me you were looking for?
We can see it in your smile.
I can see it in your eyes.
Take me home to steal your heart.
We know just what to do.
At NerdWallet, we had the genius idea to help people pay off debt instead of wasting money on fancy ads. So enjoy this stock video of a pizza on a turntable while I tell you about our debt-free December sweepstakes. We're giving away $100,000 a day to 25 winners December 1st through 25th. Just go to nerdwallet.com or download our app to enter. 100K, 25 people? That's $2.5 million we could have spent on a better-looking pizza. Yikes.
This little light of mine has been dark for quite some time. Then I let in the light to help see more of the light inside of me.
I needed more from my antidepressant, so my doctor added Caplyta, proven to provide greater relief from depression symptoms than an antidepressant alone, building on my progress without starting over. Weight gain and reported sexual side effects were not common.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur, as can high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, dry mouth, feeling tired, and diarrhea. These aren't all the side effects.
Ask your doctor about Caplyta.
Help see more of the light inside of me.
Heights are afraid of me. Find your fun again. Ships, am I right? Carnival is calling.
This Carolina defense got a takeaway with a couple of guys that have already made an impact. They used to play for the Rams, and of course, Adro Evero spent 5 years as a Rams assistant, was part of that Super Bowl title team. Their defense over the last month plus has been much sharper.
All right.
The Rams take over at their own 20.
The Rams take over. The 28, and the handoff to Kyron Williams. He'll get about 8 yards there.
NFC West style. Carissa Thompson's with us, CT.
Let's do that. Niners Fighting for a playoff spot, taking on the Browns. Christian McCaffrey takes it right up the middle for his 13th touchdown of the season.
I really miss doing these streams, man. I love doing these.
And that Thursday night overtime loss against San Francisco came back a few weeks ago, and Sean McVay got the win. They've got the advantage on both Seattle and San Francisco in the NFC West entering action today.
And another handoff there to Kyron Williams. He'll get the first down. And then about 3 more.
This Rams offense, another thing they can do is not only with all the personnel groupings they hit you with, but it's just kind of dialing up and down the tempo. And they were right out of the huddle up to the ball. Quick handoff inside zone to Kyron Williams. Just trying to give him the ability to make some guys miss. Do some of the things that he does best, just get the ball in his hands, let him get after it.
Excellent college career, All-American at Notre Dame, has been excellent 3 years in the league.
And a fake. And Stafford will pass that. And that is incomplete. Terrence Ferguson.
Could not get inbounds, and
It was complete to him, but he was out of bounds.
second-round pick.
Yeah, they had an opportunity here. They were clearing out that front side with double posts. And then here's Terrence Ferguson. He was actually open right away. It looked like Stafford double clutched it, didn't quite see him right away, and unfortunately got too close to the sideline. That was a missed big play opportunity for the LA Rams.
Impressive play by Ferguson, even though it was out of bounds. He's a big play threat, 27 yards per catch on his 5 NFL catches so far.
And Stafford passes that complete. Oh, incomplete to Nakua. It's intercepted. Another interception. Oh my God! And a touchdown, a pick 6. Mike Jackson with a pick 6 to give the Panthers the lead. Wow.
There is a flag on the near
Flag.
side, but a touchdown for Jackson.
Yeah, pretty common route combination with something the Rams.
Score hasn't updated on here yet. That makes me wonder if.
Mike Jackson just sits all over that. Unfortunately,
Hey, was that taken away or?
that's all it takes. Great job jumping in. Look, unfortunately, sometimes the touchdowns come in bunches and then the interceptions come in bunches. Back-to-back drives where the Carolina Panthers defense has come up huge.
I don't know why it hasn't updated on there yet. All right, it will. Just a second.
3 tosses. And how about Mike Jackson, who had that dropped interception against Green Bay about a month ago? Got the pick in the end zone last week. Looked at the camera and said,
All right, here's the extra point.
for it. Remember that drop? Well, he made up for it even more this week with a pick 6. 48-yard return.
And the kick is good.
14-7 game.
It's a 14-7 game.
Both of Mike Jackson's touchdowns in his NFL career. One came off a blocked field goal when he was with the Seattle Seahawks. This pick 6 gives
Wow.
Carolina a touchdown lead on the 9-2 Rams.
Is this the game that everyone's watching,
Vacations
or?
are way better than vacations. You don't go anywhere. We stay in a fancy hotel and we never leave. If you get dressed,
I mean, I looked at the map. It's like the majority of the country. It's about half and half, actually, get this game.
hotel on the Upper East Side. We check in, and our Sapphire Reserve gets us this amazing room upgrade. You're always like, oh my God, stop. Wait, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. We always act
So
surprised,
nice.
but we know it's happening.
Now we're planning staycations all over the world.
Aren't those technically vacations?
Not if you stay in your room.
Rated M for maturity. All right, team, it's go time. Look alive or look dead. A booming football defense.
Yeah, everyone's talking about college football right now. There's no college games going on right now, but Lane Kiffin wants out.
First floor clear. Practice is over. We're spotted. Move now. It's game time. Ready or not, live with every decision.
Training day starts with a Celsius. First, the weight room. Squat, press, arms. Then it's straight to conditioning. How I show up here is how I show up on game days. Okay, that was clean. Then I study my playbook. Gotta stay sharp on both sides of the ball. Quick pose for the cameras. And it's to the lake where I keep my mental game strong. Gotta keep my energy right. Grab a Celsius.
Now.
Book Celebrity Cruises Black Friday event today.
This is Fear Factor. You all share the same goal. Face down your fears. You got this? They don't got this.
Matthew Stafford throws a pick six for the first time in over 2 years. When Deron Bland of Dallas had one, Mike Jackson gets this one and gives Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers a lead on the Rams. The Rams are trailing for the first time since they were down 3-0.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Rams will get the
in Week 6, a game that they would eventually win 17-3. Rivers has had a few good returns already, and we'll get back to the 30-yard.
And Ronnie Rivers gets that down to the 30 on the return. Flag is down.
Illegal formation. On a kicking team number 33 left early.
Illegal formation. 5 yards.
It's the former Ram, Robert Rochelle, so an extra 5 for Stafford, who had only thrown 2 picks. They both came in the first 3 games of the season, and he's had 2 on the last 3 passes he's thrown. It's only the 3rd time in 234 starts that he's thrown 2 first-quarter interceptions.
Yeah, well, they just want this crowd up, and I think the music has got a little bit louder, too. This place is rocking.
Yeah, they brought in Mo Bamba to get the crowd on its feet.
Stafford. That is complete to Xavier Smith. And Xavier Smith gets that. They get the first down. Down to the 40.
Catches in 6 straight games he's played in.
The Carolina 40.
Yeah, this is, when you're a veteran quarterback, you're like, hey, coach.
So, nice pickup there.
I'm going to get back on track. A little bit of a coverage miscommunication there, which opened up the big play opportunity. But look, this is something I think they're going to be able to do all day. They just need to stay patient and recognize, look, let's get back on track. Let's utilize this quick passing game, run the ball, throw in the screen game. That is what this offense is all about.
They're back to their 13 personnel look here with Parkinson, Allen, and Ferguson.
And the Stafford handoff to Kyron Williams. Kyron Williams will get that in there for the first down. Or sorry, that was Blake Corum. Blake Corum with the first down. And they'll just run it down. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
Receivers and tight ends. And a lot of times it's just these short, subtle movements where they're leading up on backers, they're kicking out defensive ends, but it just opens up these gaping holes for these running backs and big play opportunities.
The Rams are looking for one after the Panthers are off to a hot start.
So that'll end the first quarter. After the first quarter, the Panthers are up 14-7 against the Rams here from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Meet your new Dell PC with Intel inside. Not only is it a great holiday helper, it's a great deal too. With all-day battery life to power through your to-dos, so you have extra free time and extra savings. Which means this holiday season, you can be as extra as you want. William Mattar has a reputation for being a good guy.
Because I am a good guy.
For being focused on motor vehicle accident cases.
Because I focus on motor vehicle accidents.
For fighting for his clients.
Because I fight for my clients.
If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident, it matters who you hire. It matters in the experience as well as the results. Call William Mattar. Visit WilliamMattar.com.
I love shoes. You find them in the store, you know, they like call you, but they hurt. The best ones hurt the worst. You're walking around going, I don't want anyone to know that I'm not happy. Stuck in the arch supports, and I felt so much better. I'd say Good Feet helped with all of my great shoes. They turned out to be something that actually works for me. My name is Ava, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
This brain is 4% larger than average. From watching FS1's daily shows, Colin Cowherd, engineered to activate your logical thinking and decision-making. Here, and definitely here. First things first. Here, it's thought processing, overstimulated. Beautiful. And this is the chaos zone, triggered by Barstool. they hit the abstract center, where play and instinct live. We gaze on FS1. No brainer.
Never trust the words of kings. If you're going to kill me, may God's will be done.
Well, the takeaways for Carolina have been a factor. They've had 5 interceptions in the last 5 quarters against these 2 NFC West opponents in San Francisco and LA. That yardage, though, is pretty good for the Rams so far, trying to keep that run game going.
Yeah, but this is the strategy for this defense is bend, don't break, and create turnovers. And
So,
far, that's
inside the 30, that's at the 23.
Coming in, they executed it for a quarter.
And another handoff there to Karam.
Maybe a little angry after the Michigan loss yesterday.
To get about
So
5.
he's gonna try to take it out on Carolina's defense. He picks up 6.
Picks up
there's
6.
a lot of smack being talked there in the big house yesterday from some Michigan alums.
Brady's sitting on his couch somewhere today after he called the Thanksgiving game. So,
yeah, this Rams offense, 20 total snaps, 6 of those plays have been 10-plus yards. So they're getting the chunk plays, but that has to result in touchdowns.
Stafford checks for the second play.
And snap by Shelton Stafford. And that's complete to Colby Parkinson.
As of late, and he picks up the first down.
He'll get the first down.
Got matched up with the tight end. Remember that Tyler Higbee suffered that ankle injury a couple of weeks ago against Seattle, so he's on IR now. Parkinson has really stepped up lately. Allen's had a nice year, and Ferguson's going to get more chances from McVay.
Look, it's an embarrassment of riches on this entire LA Rams offense, but you look at these 3 tight ends and the way that they've been able to utilize those guys, especially over the last 6 to 7 weeks, not only in the run game, but also in the passing game.
And a fake, and Stafford, and incomplete.
Target for Ferguson.
That was intended for Terrence Ferguson.
2 guys in the end zone. Ferguson closest 2, and it brings up second down.
You know what? This is just veteran quarterback.
Oh, shit.
Seeing a window where he wants the receiver to slow down, and the young receiver just flying through that zone. And then after the play, Stafford's just looking at him saying, hey, settle in there. That's the zone window. Just kind of throttle it down. Understand where you are, right? Get open, stay open. Don't run through the window.
Devontae Adams, top side. Stafford, little screen play. Here comes Davis Allen, and he gets upended by Nick Scott.
Davis Allen.
They're in position on 3rd down, just outside the 5-yard line.
Here we go. This is the formula. This is where the game's going to be won or lost for the Carolina Panthers. I would expect the Rams to be driving the field all day long, but when they get in the red zone, this is where you tighten up. This is where you get them off the field, make them kick field goals, or so far it's been taking the ball away.
Adams near side now.
And Stafford. Trying to go around, and complete! Touchdown! Devontae Adams.
Another multi-touchdown day. It's 11 scores in the last 6 games for Adams.
Devontae Adams with a touchdown. That'll make it a 1-point game.
That's a really good job by Stafford just extending this play. But watch Devontae Adams. He's going to run this deep in route. When it's not there, you're taught to retrace. So feels the quarterback in trouble, you retrace along the back line, kind of use the momentum of the corner against him. And that's just then not me to you. Stafford as good as anybody of just finding those tight windows and delivering the ball to his playmakers.
14 touchdown receptions to lead the NFL for Devontae Adams. Mevis adds the extra point. And in the red zone, what do you look to? Number 17. A dozen touchdowns in the red zone from Stafford to Adams.
And the game is tied.
Porque estuvieron ahí desde el principio. Desde Rosario al mundo entero. Porque lloraron y celebraron las derrotas y las más grandes victorias. Porque alentaron hasta quedarse afónicos. Y un poco más también. Esos cantos que siempre me acompañan. Porque no solo me apoyaron a mí, sino a este deporte que significa todo para nosotros. Porque el fútbol fue un regalo maravilloso en mi vida. Pero no sería lo mismo sin ustedes. Porque es un momento para hacer historia juntos. Y porque soy yo quien los admira a ustedes. Bueno, ustedes, los fans.
There are forces more powerful than the gods. The danger is greater than you can possibly imagine.
Soon we enter the sea of monsters.
Monsters. Plural?
We're going to save Grover. Brace yourself.
Doors open at 6 a.m. on Black Friday. So be the first to snag Lowe's doorbuster deals and your choice offers before they're gone. Get more holiday for less.
Here's to the stop that never stopped. To the flavor that found its way into everything. From just one spot to America's #1 spot for wings. This isn't just a meal. It's an arrival. Wingstop is here.
They don't do it for the story, not even for the clout. At the end of the day, it's all for the cup.
Today's Game on Fox is sponsored by Wingstop. Wingstop is here.
Are there a group of receivers having more fun than these LA Rams right now? Puka's he's trying to give him the alley-oop. Oh, Devontae wanted to go between the legs. Even the custom brand Jordan gloves couldn't help him. Rip back, get it between the legs. It's all right. Back to the drawing board. We'll work on that this week.
Devontae Adams continues to stay red hot for this Rams offense. You see that 28th career game with multiple touchdowns.
And kickoff.
He's had 4 of those games in the last 6.
And he'll get it right to the 26. That was Travis Etienne, or Trevor Etienne. Travis Etienne's brother.
I watched a great Michigan State team. I think they're going to have a deep run in the NCAA tournament. And the Boozer twins, and in particular Cameron for the Duke Blue Devils, really good stuff. They had a good game against Arkansas this week. Marquee matchup next Saturday, Duke and Michigan State from the Breslin Center on Fox.
Not if my Purdue Boilermakers have anything to say about it.
A little bit of rain falling right now.
Let's not forget it. Matt Painter's got those boys going.
That is a really deadly group. Bryce Young and company from the 26.
Bryce Young, the handoff there. Chuba Hubbard. He'll get about 2, 3.
Yeah, a little bit different look for the Carolina Panthers. You know, they get this heavy personnel.
2nd and 7 here.
You know, interesting with this Rams defense and their ability to, a lot of times they don't necessarily match the personnel of the offense that they're going against. They just play the situation. Sure. They incorporate more dime coverage than any team in the league right now, with over a third of their snaps are in dime. So they've got so many guys incorporated into this defense.
And another handoff to Chuba Hubbard. He'll get the first down.
Lunges ahead for the first down to the 37-yard line. Both of these units, Carolina's offense and the Rams defense, are missing some key pieces. Carolina's on its 10th different offensive line combination in 13 games this year. That's nuts. They're starting Jake Curhan at right guard for the first time. And then for the Rams defense, they've been without Quentin Lake now for a couple of weeks after he got hurt. So he's that really versatile chess piece that they're missing right now. Stick with Hubbard. Gets to the edge. Nice run on first down. Running into Nate Landman. Just signed an extension for this Rams defense in his first season with LA. He saw a lot of the Panthers the last few years as a member of the Falcons. He's been excellent so far for LA.
I mean, well-deserved. He is such a key piece for them at that middle linebacker position. Such a vocal leader. It was awesome talking to him. Former rugby player, born in Zimbabwe. Lived in South Africa for a long time. But yeah, he's the guy that makes a lot of things happen on that defense.
And Bryce Young takes it himself for the first down and much more. He gets it inside the 40. About the 35. Nice. Nice run there by Bryce Young.
24 yards to the left side wide open.
Look, this is what makes Bryce Young really unique. His ability to make plays outside the pocket, and he really just makes it look effortless. Obviously, they've been running the ball effectively, so they got a lot of tension on it. And it's not like they really had a receiver in the flat back there that was holding a defender. You know, everything was going right, which just left this huge void in that defense for Bryce Young to go make a big play.
His longest run of the season at 24 yards, in fact.
And Bryce Young gonna pass that, and that is incomplete.
Tough crunching hit from Emmanuel Forbes. Tough spot to throw that ball down the sideline for Young and McMillan at second down.
Yeah, it was intended for McMillan.
Thought for a second that maybe McMillan could have been considered a defenseless player here too.
Yeah, well, if you watch Tommy Tremble, it looks like he is wide open up the seam there, and Bryce just doesn't quite see him. And then what happens is they try to overlap that corner to make up for it, which opens up that lane outside. Just missed by 6 inches.
Looked like the contact from Forbes was not forcible. That was clean. So,
And Young, that's complete to Mitchell Evans. He'll get about 2 yards shy of the first down, about 8 yards there.
30-yard line to the 26. That's a good maintenance play to set up third down and short.
Look, I like the variety. The Panthers are saying, hey, we can throw tight end screens too. But it's been a healthy dose of this run. Obviously, a bit of that, you know, QB keep, which
3rd and 3.
You know, this almost close to the red area opportunity, and then you mix in a screen. But again, it's these 3rd and shorts. This is the world they want to live in.
See their play selection. They're pretty balanced so far, especially after what Dowdle and Canales talked about earlier in this week, trying to get more of the run game involved.
It's kind of crazy, but the Panthers still do have playoff hopes. And that's complete. That was Tommy Tremble. Going to be just short of the first down. What do you do here? Do you go for it? 4th and 1.
He tried to extend, obviously, but didn't make it.
Yeah, it's going to be close. Like the play design. At this point,
I say you go for it.
You know, does he reach and get the ball across before he goes out of bounds?
He did, but still short, I think. They spotted it right about where it needed to be, a yard shy.
They are going for it. Tarico Dowdle, he'll get the first down inside the 20.
Who had been limited to 1 yard per carry on his first 4 tries, picks up 6 to keep the Carolina offense on the field.
Man, I like this. You know, typically you get a 4th and short, man. They're just going to stack the interior, just trying to take away the QB sneak. A lot of time that opens up these exterior run opportunities. Good job on the perimeter with these tight ends and tackles. Just covering up blocks and giving Dowdle the opportunity to hit a crease and go.
Nobody's had more 4th down conversions in the NFL than Carolina. That was their 19th. Part of that was playing from behind. Part of that is being very aggressive. And they've been successful. Converting well above league average. 2 out of every 3 this year.
And Chuba Hubbard's going to run that in there for about 8. Nice. Flag is down.
Camera crew was right on top of it on Mitchell Evans.
Yeah, anytime you have these interior zone runs and then all of a sudden they bounce, that's when you have the tendency to all of a sudden right there, that little bit of a grab with the left hand on the inside of the pad. You feel that kind of jerk on the defensive lineman. That's what the officials are looking for, and the flag's going to come out every time.
Curious to see if penalties play a factor. These are 2 of the lower penalized teams in the NFL. This one sets Carolina back 10 to the 28. It's Jimmy Horn Jr. in motion. They give it to Hubbard.
And Chuba Hubbard gets about 3. It's 1st and 20 right now. They had a penalty.
Hey, look, nobody wants to negative play, but you just have to chip away at it, try to get yourself.
That was about 5, so 2nd and 15.
They're going to have to throw it and try to get a chunk. Maybe it's a screen. But
yeah, they got brought back.
Pretty soft zone coverage right now from the Rams.
Bryce Young so far 5 for 8, 66 yards, a touchdown. I know he's got some rushing yards too.
on 2nd and long.
And Bryce Young gets complete.
Trying to make up some ground.
Chuba Hubbard.
With Landon. And 3rd down and long coming up.
It's a pass to Chuba Hubbard. So yeah, it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, this should be fun here. You watch these Carolina Panthers.
I think it's 3rd and 11 right now.
It is a good-looking group. The biggest receiver core in the league. All of them 6'5", 6'4", 6'4", 6'3". It's pretty impressive. So when you talk about what's open and what's not open, when you got big receivers like that, I don't care.
3rd and 8.
Little DBs standing right next to them. There's a place you can throw it to them where they can get it and the other guys can't.
They got Sanders at 6'4" on the top side too, out of a tight end formation.
And Young almost gets brought down. Young's running it. He's only going to get about 2 though. But yeah, it's probably going to bring out the field goal unit.
And instead, they'll set up a pretty makeable 33-yard field goal.
Yeah, this is one of Bryce Young's great strengths. He is really nifty in the pocket. I mean, we just get a free runner there, and he's able to make him miss and get to the perimeter. So, makes up 10 yards there. Obviously, they're gonna attempt the field goal here, but his escapability and then ability to just make it look really natural outside the pocket is his strength.
That's saving a play. Now again, it take a 5-yard loss. It's still a makeable field goal for Fitzgerald.
And
gives the Panthers the lead.
That'll give the Panthers the lead. A field goal.
As he gets further along as an NFL career.
Let's go, boys. One thing I've noticed about
Fitzgerald with the field goal.
The players can actually hear them. Proud of you. Looking good. Keep it up. But when you have Geico Insurance, you'll always be heard. They have top-notch customer service with people who really care. There you go. That's how you run inside zone. Anything from you, bud? Cool. Could you pass the ball?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Just pass the ball. Yeah, just pass.
Okay.
Pass it.
It feels good to be heard. It feels good to Geico.
Philadelphia, a creamy touch of magic.
You miss 100% of the deals you don't shop. Let that sink in.
You do not want to miss Kohl's Cyber Days. Sunday through Monday, get up to 50% off gifts for everyone on your list. And
this is surprisingly a really good game. I kind of came into this game expecting it to be a blowout.
You don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered.
Matthew Stafford, #1 on trending right now.
Coors Light.
He has 2 interceptions.
This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal ever with iPhone 17 Pro, iPad, and Apple Watch. All on this. No getting.
He actually did make history with that first touchdown. It was the NFL record for with 28 straight touchdown passes without an interception. So he did set that record, but then promptly threw 2 interceptions. So
iPhone 17 Pro or Pro Max, iPad and Apple Watch.
He has doubled his season interceptions today. I don't know why they haven't added that field goal.
Football as the Broncos face the Commanders on NBC, and Week 13 concludes with Monday Night Football as the Giants
they're about
against the Patriots on ESPN. Then Week 14 kicks off with Thursday Night Football on Prime Video. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Roller coaster year for the Panthers. They start their year 1-3. They get blown out by New England. Then Rico Dowdle steps in. Big games against Miami and Dallas. Then they beat the Jets. They get hurt. Bryce Young gets hurt. Doesn't play against Buffalo. They get blown out. They get the upset win at Lambeau. The offense started to hit the skids a little bit too in the last 3. They dropped one to the Saints. They only score 7. They dropped a game against San Francisco Monday. They only score 9. The defense wasn't the problem in either of those games. Today, the defense has a touchdown, and Bryce Young only 3 points, but they took a lot of time off the clock on that last drive.
Yeah, that was key. This is only the 5th possession for the Rams in this first half.
Oh, that landed in the landing zone. You've got to return that one, or at least take the knee. So that one's going to have to go out to the 20-yard line.
All right, so this drive will start at the 20.
Nice dirty kickoff.
5:33 left in the first half.
This has been one of the best dirty kickoff teams in the NFL. And you see that tough play that Ronnie Rivers had to try and make. Tracy Smith is the special teams coordinator for the Panthers. The dirty kickoff has been very common with the new kickoff rules. And Now that Panther defense with 2 picks and a touchdown in the first quarter for the first time since they became a franchise in the mid-1990s.
Yeah, look, if you're going to pull off an upset, you need all 3 phases playing at a high level. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they've pretty much gone the way we thought, which is they're gonna drive the field, okay? They're the most explosive offense in football. They've got all kinds of weapons, but find ways to take the ball away.
All right, so 1st and 10 for the Rams here. Ball at their 20. Rain is falling. Not that hard, just light rain. Kyron Williams gets about 6-7 there, maybe? 6-7. 6 yards.
Your thoughts just in general on Matthew Stafford? Obviously, Hall of Fame, but easily going to make the Hall of Fame. Just your general thoughts on what you've seen.
Well, I'm going to say this, and I've thought long and hard about this, and I don't say it lightly. He is probably the most pure passer of football I have ever seen. Wow. Maybe of all time. There's just something about the way the ball comes out of his hand, the way he's able to manipulate throws. His accuracy is consistent.
And the handoff there, once again, to Kyron Williams will be just short of the first down, but a flag is down on the play.
This might be against the Carolina defense.
That's what I'm thinking. Yep, offsides. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Off the field to avoid a 12-man penalty in San Francisco on Monday night. Do a barrel roll.
I think it'll be 1st and 10, right? But just bring it out ahead 5 yards.
So it's a first down either way.
Yeah.
We'll take it to just past the 30 for Stafford.
Yep, 1st and 10, just past the 34.
Easier on this Rams front office. He's been so solid. Obviously, he has a Super Bowl ring now. He's over 500 in his NFL career now. That really goes back to those Detroit days where they were struggling on defense.
And Stafford the fake. And incomplete. Intended for Williams.
Second down coming up. KP, there was some question as to whether or not Stafford would even start the season for the Rams.
Yeah, as great as he's been at 37 years old, there was a question mark coming in because he dealt with a back injury, didn't have a training camp, and said it was a little dicey. Wasn't even sure how he would look when he came out in week 1, but Coach McVay telling us that he did some things outside of the box to get himself ready to play, and he hasn't looked back, been managing it throughout the season, and he's looked great out there.
They start to kind of cut some of the reps as you get into December, but the practice is still very intense for Stafford.
Look, when he looks as fresh as he's ever been.
Second down and 10, Stafford.
And Stafford flies it out there. That's complete to Xavier Smith. Nice play. Big play. Huge play. Gets the first down in a lot. 51-yard catch.
Yeah, look, Stafford, as good a deep ball thrower as there is. Well, look at the other 2 receivers that are the intermediate routes. It's Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams. They're drawing all the attention, which allows.
So I'll bring it inside the 18-yard line.
It's this deep corner. Basically, your aiming point is the pylon, and everybody's wanting to grab those underneath receivers right around the first down markers, and it opens up that big play.
Just like that, they're in the red zone.
And Kyron Williams brings that for about 4.
Flying and rookie safety and Lathan Ransom, 4th-year man out of Ohio State. 4th-round pick out of Ohio State, beg your pardon. 8 of 4 on the play. It's second down and 6 for Stafford.
Now, this is when you start thinking about the clock as well. It's 3:30. You talk about that middle 8. You know what's happened in the middle 8 of the game. Carolina chose to defer. So if they can somehow get a stop here, get a 2-minute drive, and then also get the kickoff.
Still 3 timeouts apiece, plus the 2-minute warning to come.
And Kyron Williams runs it once again. He'll get the first down.
Crunching Ransom hit.
Yeah, that was
down to the 7-yard line.
And look, this Carolina defense will hit you. When you turn on the film, it's coming from all levels, especially in the secondary. Oof, look, they're having success running the football, but if you can just make them pay, you make them pay with every shot, those begin to take their toll as the game goes on.
Ransom, who has played about a third of the snaps this season, obviously getting the start today, his 6th of the year. First and goal for Los Angeles.
And another handoff to Kyron Williams. He'll get it within about 2 yards from the goal.
They don't have to run a play as we inch closer.
So they'll just run it down to the 2-minute warning probably.
Just as Drew was talking about setting up how you're going to manage the clock, maybe not wanting to give Carolina much time at all, they could take this down to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, it certainly looks like they're being pretty casual right now.
Yeah. They're going to run it down to the 2-minute warning here.
What a first half it's been. You see Williams who's taken a couple of tough body blows. The last handful of snaps going to the sideline. Entertaining first half. The other 6 early games have 6 touchdowns combined to them.
Damn, really?
An entertaining first half in Charlotte, the Queen City.
Go all in on luxury with Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. There's the $5 box, indulgent. The $7 box, extravagant. And the $9 box, indescribable with the new steak and poblano rolled quesadilla. It's Lux. For less. Choose your $5, $7, or $9 Lux Cravings box, only at Taco Bell.
The Apple A19 Pro chip is vapor cooled because when you run cool, you can push your limits and juggle over 35 trillion complex tasks a second. Imagine if we were that powerful.
So a 2-minute warning here. Ball's at the 3-yard line.
From stadium to stadium, Crown Royal delivers more than just cocktails. It delivers generosity. Wherever the royal rig rolls up, the generous spirit follows, bringing fans together from coast to coast. Crown Royal packs purple bags with gifts for our military. NFL legends and fans root for their teams. Because whether you're on the field or in the stands, it's all about showing up. Kick off your Thanksgiving and share your generous spirit with Crown Royal.
Already seen 2 touchdowns in this area of the field to Devontae Adams. Rams have 2nd down and 2. Or both, I should say, from the 2. McVay and Ivero, former colleagues. Offense versus defense here.
See this Devontae Adams matchup right there.
Against Jackson.
And Kyron Williams runs it just short of the first down. A flag is down. Oh, wait, no, he got it in. But a flag is down. And it was pretty early in the play. Declined. Touchdown.
For Blake Corum since week 2. It's the 2nd of his NFL career, and he powered it home.
Look, this was all Blake Corum. You know, he gets met at the line of scrimmage. Good job by the Panthers defensive line.
Oh, that was Blake Corum who got the touchdown, not Kyron Williams.
But, man, Blake Corum just keeps churning, and really that's the strength of who he is. It's that lower body, just power, be able to break tackles and continue to move the pile forward.
The Rams have jumped out in front.
And the kick
Davis remains
is good.
4 NFL games with the Rams. Remember what set it up, though? We're trying to see if Matthew Stafford could get back on track. He sure did. Xavier Smith, biggest play of his offensive NFL career, brought him down to the red zone, and it set it up for Corum.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesar's new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say?
Deal Deer hates 2 things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
Be fine, and $9.49 in large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it.
You can feast on some Little Caesars, and right now that's what the feast or famine mix has been so far today for the Rams. 5 drives. drives, 3 touchdowns.
So the Rams have the lead now, 21-17.
Yeah, look, the Rams are going to drive the ball up and down the field. I just don't think that the Panthers have the ability to hang with them in the middle, 60 yards of the field. But it's when they get to the red zone, it's how can they tighten up and be good enough against the run and yet still have the ability to cover guys like Devontae.
And kickoff.
Red zone threat, and then holding the field goals.
Trevor Etienne's got it. And he'll bring it with inside the, it'll be the 32, 33.
Bryce Young has an opportunity to drive, and don't forget that the Panthers are slated to receive the second half kickoff.
Yeah, we talk about
bring it to the 33-yard line.
The last 4 minutes of the first half, the first 4 minutes of the second half. And this sets up perfectly for the Carolina
Got
Panthers.
1:49 left in the first half.
3 timeouts. If you can put together a nice 2-minute drive, get points, go into halftime, receive the ball back, and then go on another one of these long drives, not only are you getting yourself points, but you're keeping this Rams offense off the field for an extended period of time.
There was a clock issue, making sure those are set where they need to be. Reset to 25, and now starts to move. The 34, Bryce Young. And off Rico Dowdle.
Rico Dowdle only gets 1 yard there. Not even that, really.
6th carry of the day for Dowdle, as many as he had on Monday night in San Francisco. He was doing a little bit better against the Niners. The Rams have stopped up Dowdle so far today.
Yeah, Chuba has seemed to get a lot of the more kind of gun-run opportunities where, they've been able to extend the Rams defense a little bit. Dowdle's have been more under center, kind of hard power type runs. He had the one big 4th down conversion on the previous drive. But, right now you're okay running the football because of the timeouts you have, but you just want to get that first down.
Interesting that neither team called a timeout after that first down play. Now it's Dowdle.
And Dowdle gets the first down, and he'll bring it past the 50. And now it's
to the 48-yard line, a 17-yard run.
Yeah, look, if you're not going to call the timeout here, which I think they should have because they have 3, and you had a big play, sense of urgency. You want to
don't know why they didn't call one.
That was the word you used at the top, Drew. Urgency for Bryce Young.
And Young.
On the rollout. They kind of wavingly get around.
And incomplete. That will stop the clock with 36 seconds left.
The same page, kind of bringing Liggett back. He came back to the ball, but the throw is off target there.
Yeah, look, the orchestration was good by Bryce to be able to, vacate the pocket. That's the first receiver reaction is to go deep. He waves him back, but man, let's just make the play. Look. He just misses that throw. I don't know if the ball slipped out of his hand or what, but that's a completion you got to have.
Now Hubbard is back in. Clock stopped at 36 seconds. Still, all 6 timeouts combined. Four-man rush.
Bryce Young gets brought down. Bryce Young is sacked. Much behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout.
Might be the Rams that take it.
Rams take the timeout. That's weird.
Sean McVay will take his first.
Yeah, look, a lot of playing the game at the quarterback position is just knowing what can't happen. And what can't happen is to take a sack right here. If you can just throw the ball away or just find a way to avoid that negative play.
Yeah, both teams have all 3 timeouts. Rams just used their first one.
A third manageable, but you get to 3rd long. It was obvious that the Carolina Panthers were not going to call a timeout there to try to manufacture a big play, but McVay would like to get a stop here and maybe get a chance at a punt return or see some Stafford magic here at the end of the half.
Well, we got a moment. Kurt Menefee will give us what's coming on the Verizon halftime. Checking with Kurt here in a moment. 3rd down and long coming up. They got to get all the way down to the 38 in Rams territory for a first.
And Young gonna throw that to Rico Dowdle. He'll get about, I don't even know, about 6, 7, 8.
And potentially get the ball down the field because they have another timeout with which
another timeout for the Rams. That's weird. I don't know why they're calling it.
Menefee will have the Verizon halftime show, and he will move and speak this time.
Coming up on the Verizon halftime, now that Thanksgiving's over, the playoff picture's really taking shape.
Kurt, look, now that Thanksgiving is over, it's time to put up the Christmas lights, okay?
You know this set's virtual, right?
I don't care what it is. Anybody got a ladder? I need a ladder out here.
We'll see you at the half.
TB gave up on that very
So 4th
fast.
and 10.
So
you got 8 yards.
We'll punt it away. You got Xavier Smith, who's made a big
Yeah, they're
play
gonna
in
punt
this
it.
first half on offense, back to return.
And then the Rams offense will take over. 15 or 14 seconds left.
Nice job by Bryson Tremaine to get down there. That's exactly what you want. Nice high punt deep into Rams territory. Only 14 seconds and a timeout here.
Yeah, I got to talk about that Panthers drive. To me, that's just a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, you had something going, and unfortunately, you take the sack, and it just puts you into a really tough third down position. Again, as a quarterback, especially in a 2-minute drive, and you have 3 timeouts, you just have to know what can happen. What can happen is negative plays, sacks. If nothing else, just throw the ball away and give yourself an opportunity.
And that'll just bring us down to the end of the first half, and that'll bring us to halftime here. The Rams have a 21-17 lead over the Panthers at halftime, much closer than I thought it would be. But that'll bring us to halftime. I will be back at 2:30 for the second half. I'm going to go smoke.
Takeaways by Carolina looming large.
They were huge, and it's exactly what they needed to do in this game was to create some plays. You're not going to stop this Rams defense or offense. You got to slow them down, make them kick field goals, and take the ball away.
That was the factor in the first half. And it's a 21-17 Rams lead. Entertaining first half, as we said in Charlotte. Kurt Menefee's in LA for the Verizon halftime.
Welcome to the Verizon Halftime, the NFL, powered by Verizon 5G.
All right, Matthew Stafford shows he's human, but they still have a lead 21-17 as we welcome you to the Verizon Halftime. How about some highlights,
Yeah,
Jerry?
I want to bring it. I told the boys that was great. Jets are punting. Jamal Agnew there. Whoops. Lost the catch. Jets recovered. There you go. Next play. Under ball handling. Brees Hall in from 2 yards out.
They led 7-0 at that point just before halftime. In fact, moments ago, Tyler Algier takes it officially from the yard out, and Atlanta gets the extra point, so it's 7-7 with less than 10 seconds to go in the first half. The Buccaneers hosting Arizona.
John Gruden firing up the crowd. Hey, Coach, how you doing? Did a good job. There you go. Second quarter. Tristan Wirfs recorded as eligible. Mayfield finds Wirfs. 2-yard touchdown. There you go, big guy. Get in there. Howard, you ever score? Howard? 10-3 Tampa over Arizona. Howie's not talking. I don't guess he did. Talking about lower quarterback for Miami. Chan there on the takes the pitch, goes outside right. Plenty of speed there down the right sideline as Miami is up and early 13-0 over the New Orleans Saints. Houston Texans at the Indianapolis Colts. Sauce Gardner had to leave the game with a calf injury, will not return. Pitch it out to Nick Chubb. Chubb in from 4 yards out. Good speed, a lot of power. Houston on top of the Colts, 10-6 at the half. 49ers at the Browns, cold Cleveland. Windy, Shadur Sanders making his first start at home for Cleveland. Looking for Harold Fannin Jr. I mean, we're talking wide open here. Nice job, big guy, getting in from 34 yards out. 2-point conversion is good. It is San Francisco now 10, Cleveland Browns 8, and then finally Trevor Lawrence. And the Jags, well, they've won 3 of their last 4. Looking good early, finding Strange right down the middle. Beautiful job in between the two safeties. Perfectly thrown ball. 21-yard score. Jags get the 2-point conversion. 15-3. Jacksonville on top of Tennessee.
All right, Rams up 21-17. Howard?
Matthew Stafford in the red zone, it's like stealing. And Matthew Stafford with Devontae Adams. Here, unique play-action pass. His eyes set everything up. Devontae, 4-yard touchdown. Tries to hit the out route here. You got to miss this ball outside and low. He missed it inside. Pick 6 for Carolina. 1 of 2 picks and 1 in the red zone. Stafford here evades pressure, extends the play. Devontae reroutes. They're on the same page. Down in the red zone, for whatever reason, those two have a great connection. 14 TDs. I think 9 of his TDs have been 4 yards or less.
Matthew Stafford throws 2 picks. Great quarterbacks. They have short memories. Look at him, goes out and gets another touchdown pass.
Yeah.
That's what the good ones do.
I had a lot of short.
Terry used to do that a bunch.
And Carolina, but let's not take anything away from Carolina. I mean, they're really in the game. Defense is kept in the game. Bryce Young has kind of turned the corner a little bit. So, I mean, this game is anybody's to win at this point, 21-17.
Most points Carolina scored in the half all season long in the first half. But it's still a 4-point deficit right now as we get you ready for the second half. But first, just a little reminder for you that coming up this week on Fox, the big soccer weekend, Friday at 11:30 Eastern, we're going to bring you the biggest FIFA World Cup draw show ever. And then on Saturday, right here on Fox, Lionel Messi and Inter Miami take on Vancouver in the MLS Cup. It's going to be great. It will be fantastic. World Cup next summer is going to be fantastic. Much like Matthew Stafford and Devontae Adams have been as a combo, that's his second touchdown of the day and the Verizon play of the first half.
The Verizon Halftime Show is brought to you by Verizon, the NFL, powered by Verizon 5G.
Hey, shout out to you, Mom. I'm doing this for you.
The decision to extract them is up to you.
I'm not pushing no button.
You're playing a totally different game than we're playing.
I'm getting nice.
Please hit that button.
We got fire!
Extracted. Season premiere this January on Fox.
Dear Friday, worked all week and made it to the weekend in a new 25 Toyota Tacoma SR5 double cab. Black Friday lease just $299 a month with $4,000 total due at signing. Signed, Burdick Toyota. Shop 24/7 at burdicktoyota.com.
Join us in celebrating our last Christmas in our store in Fayetteville with savings on just about everything in stock. As a direct importer and prime manufacturer, our pricing is always great. Now for this holiday, our values are even greater. If we had not had the pleasure of assisting you yet, please come in and experience what thousands of clients already have. Reed's Jewelers moving sale now through December 31st. Reed's Jewelers, the official jeweler of the Bills, the Sabres, and Santa.
Is the #1 rated roofing company in Central New York. With their exceptional customer service and professional hardworking crews, it's not hard to see why. Go online or give them a call today for your free estimate. Mello Roofing. Rescue, replace, and repair.
On Giving Tuesday, donations to United Way of Seeing Well will be matched thanks to Bond, Shannick & King, Equitable, Excellus Blue Cross Blue Shield, and J.W. Burns Investment Council. Give now at cnygiving.com.
Dear Friday, worked all week and made it to the weekend in a new 25 Toyota Tundra SR double cab. Black Friday price now $43,840. Get 2.99 for 72 financing too. Signed, Burdick Toyota. Shop burdicktoyota.com.
Thanks for watching Fox 68 WSYT.
Small town, big crimes. The mysteries keep coming with a special encore presentation of Murder in a Small Town that will keep you guessing and riveted till the end. Murder in a Small Town after the State Farm postgame.
The Fox Nation Black Friday sale is happening now.
They didn't set out to change America, but it's what ended up happening.
All of Fox Nation's unmissable content can be yours for only $2.99 a month.
Examine your heart. What is unspoken? Let it speak with you.
Join now and stream all of Fox Nation's epic series and live events you can't see anywhere else. Big shows.
What do you guys think?
Big stars.
This is where a rebellion became a revolution. I think this is one of those stories.
Don't miss your last chance to get Fox Nation for only $2.99 a month. Sign up today. 'Twas the month of December, and in the next level tower. Let's go! The kitchens were covered in sugar and flour.
It's gonna be magic.
12 bakers were ready with pastries and breads, while visions of cake toppers danced through their heads.
Ho, ho, ho! Get it on that plate!
And what to our wondering eyes should appear but a bountiful platform full of holiday cheer. As Gordon exclaims with a devilish grin,
Bake it next level if you want to win. Next Level Baker, the 3-week holiday event, starts this Thursday on Fox.
Duke, Michigan State, Saturday on Fox college hoops.
You got the secret. I don't think it's a secret that football fans are superstitious. Everyone's got their lucky something. And they're convinced it's the reason for every win. Like, there are fans who have been wearing the same jersey to every game. Then again, I've got my own pair of lucky socks. So maybe it does work. Fan like a pro at NFLshop.com.
Number 1 seed in the NFC, the Rams, got tested early, took the lead before the halftime break. The Panthers in contention for the playoffs. Key next few minutes coming up on the other side.
All right, I'm back. Ready for the second half after I read these stats. Through the first half, for the Rams, Matthew Stafford is 12 for 19 with 167 passing yards. For the rushing, Blake Corum has 41 yards on 5 attempts with 1 touchdown. Kyron Williams has 39 on 7 attempts, and Matthew Stafford has -1 on 1 attempt. That was just the kneel down. For LA receiving, Xavier Smith has 82 yards on 3 receptions. Davante Adams has 43 on 3. Puka Nacua has 22 on 3. Colby Parkinson has 2 on 16. Allen has 4 on 1. And then for the Panthers, for the Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young is 7 for 11 with 80 passing yards. He has, for rushing, Chuba Hubbard has 37 on 7 attempts. Rico Dowdle has 28 yards on 7 attempts. And Bryce Young has 27 on 2 attempts. For Carolina receiving, Chuba Hubbard has 41 receiving yards on 2 receptions. Jalen Coker has 15 on 1 reception. Mitchell Evans has 2 on 14, or has 14 on 2, 14 yards on 2 receptions. Rico Dowdle has 8 on 1. Tommy Tremble has 2 on 1. So yeah, that is your first half stats. Rams are up 21-17 against the Panthers. The Panthers have had the lead today. They tied it up 7-7, then took the lead 14-7. And then the Rams tied it back up, and then they took the 17-14 lead on the field goal. And then the Rams have the touchdown to give themselves the lead. But the Panthers will have the ball back to start the second half. Here from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Every family deserves a shot at a better life. That's why I started the Lionheart Foundation. Uplifting family, youth, and community. It takes all of us. I'm stepping up for families in need, so they never have to walk alone. The Lionheart Foundation is my cause, and these are my trees.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
I'm doing it anyway. NFL can suck my cock.
Presented to us by Progressive from Charlotte. Adam Amin, Drew Brees, Christina Pink will be with us in a moment as well. You talked about this during that second quarter. This feels like a very important 4 minutes, part of that middle 8 that coaches and players always talk about. Carolina's getting the ball down 4 to start this half.
Look, and don't lose the urgency. They've run the ball extremely well. They've been able to get the ball in the perimeter a little bit to tight ends and executing some screens. Where they can really make some hay, though, is they have to get McMillan and Leggett involved. They only have one target between the two of those guys, 0 catches so far. So they need some bigger plays with those two receivers.
The rain's starting to come down a little bit. We'll see how that affects the play calling. Dave Canales talked to our Christina.
Is it coming down harder?
Yeah, talking to Coach Canales.
It does look like it's coming down a little bit harder. I don't really see it on the camera, but
some of these explosive plays
coat looks a little wet.
Going. He said the plays that they have gotten, Matthew Stafford's been able to sit back there and go to work. Defensively as well, he said we got to slow down some of their running game. As for his offense, we have seen a little bit more of a mix from their two running backs, Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard, telling me that's just how it played out. But we got to see more from them in the second half.
They got a few decent carries in there. Right. Dowdle had a 17-yarder. Hubbard had an 8-yarder. 91 rushing yards for Carolina.
Here's the second half.
79 for LA. It'll be ETN on the return. And he's going to get sandwiched and stopped shy of the 30-yard line. Sean Dolak, the rookie, was there. 13 runs all of last week against that San Francisco defense. Couldn't really get the rush attack going, and leaning much further into it as we expected from Dave Canales and crew.
Yeah, it's the reason they're in this game, and obviously a couple big turnovers that their defense has created. But continue to run the football, and also got to find ways to get these receivers involved. You got these two weapons on the outside, getting a lot of zone coverage. Just find a way to get it in their hands.
Young 7 of 11 in that first half.
There we go. Hand off there to Rico Dowdle. He'll get only about one, maybe two.
Well, the Rams defense.
No, he got 3.
17 points. Get 7 of those Carolina points were defensive.
The second at 7.
The number 1 scoring defense in the NFL, allowing just 16 a game. 17 for Carolina on the board. I mentioned the weather. The rain really started to come down during that 10-minute halftime break or so. Imagine if the weather stays this way, you'll probably see a heavy dose of Dowdle and Hubbard. Turner on the stop, 4 more yards there, and a third down and medium coming.
Yeah, this is where you get to the money down. This is where those receivers can potentially be some really good matchups for you. I think Carolina's done a good job so far of staying ahead of the chains. You know, something they really struggled with last week, really they've struggled with throughout the season, is getting themselves into third manageable situations. But so far today, it's been pretty good.
The Rams defense has come up with 4 straight stops on third down. Looking for one here.
Third and 3. Bryce Young, handoff to Chuba Hubbard. He gets about 2. Wait, no, he gets about just short.
He thinks it's a first down.
He thinks it's a first. Wait, it is a first down. Nice.
Yeah, this is... Look, the offensive line has taken on this challenge this week. They knew what they were going up against with this Rams defensive line. Highly aggressive, a lot of slant, a lot of movement. And, man, they've handled it really, really well. Body on the body, and just allowing these running backs to find their creases.
It's Dowdle.
And Dowdle gets about 3, maybe 4.
Carolina, which has been in flux all season long. I mentioned it earlier. 10th different offensive line combo in 13 games. So you have Robert Hunt, a guy they paid a lot of money to, playing a right guard. He's out after 2. Brady Christensen, who's played every position, comes in. He ends up tearing an Achilles against Buffalo. Chandler Zavala just went back to the IR for the second time. Cade Mays, their normal center, is out yet again.
Well, look, it's a credit to them, though. I mean, they're a big front. And coming off the last game, you know, they said it just like Rico Dowdle was saying. Hey, we want to run the football. You know, use our size and strength.
It's raining pretty good.
Especially against this defensive front, which is a lot of nickel and dime defense.
And that's off to Dowdle. He'll only get about 2 more. So maybe about 3rd and 6.
Before he could get much further, and it's going to be 3rd down and a little longer.
They just keep feeding these running backs. They're now 3rd and 5. You know, we haven't seen a pass yet. It's been 5 straight runs. You're wondering how the conditions will affect it.
Yeah, conditions aren't great right now. It's raining. It's raining harder than we thought it would. I knew there would be some light rain. I didn't think it would. It's not hard right now, but it's pick it up.
Rams look geared up to try to bring an extra body. They do. Young throws.
And that's complete.
Coker. Apparently
Jalen Coker.
a few yards earlier, he takes
That's a first down.
On a 16-yard third down and medium gain.
Look, I like how decisive this throw was. Bryce rocks back, man, sits on that back foot and fires it in there. And look, Coker is one of these guys that I really think can be a threat in this game. There's so much attention that goes to McMillan outside and to Leggett outside. But Coker's the guy who can work the interior of the field. He's a big target. And a lot of time he's getting the third or fourth DB.
It's our second longest pass play of the day. Back to the toss.
That's Dowdle again. He'll get about 5.
For about 5 or so.
Carolina's been able to dent the defense inside.
Second
A lot
down.
of these interior runs have just been 2, 3, 4 yards a pop, but they have had some big
Second and 4.
opportunities with the ball on the perimeter. You get the defense sometimes so locked in on just gap integrity and making sure that they're plugging up the inside of the defense. And some of these runs on the perimeter, if you can get the numbers out there and cover up these blocks that provide big run opportunities for these backs.
Yeah, Dowdle gets about 1, maybe. No, I think he's brought down behind. Well, did he get the 1 first?
Former Clemson Tiger right there to wrap up Rico Dowdle. He'll come out, and Hubbard is in.
And we got pressure on the previous third down. You got an almost identical situation, 3rd and 5. Let's see if the Rams choose to bring pressure or play a little bit more conservative.
I'll be curious.
It's 3rd and 4.
Receiver set here to the field. These are all your dudes, man.
They're all lined up together. Coker, Leggett, McMillan. They try to spread it out and open it up inside for Hubbard. Braden Fisk said absolutely.
Damn.
Another big play by Fisk.
Yeah, that just tells me they're going for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
Look, I like what they do. You get the 3 wide receiver side. You try to lure the defense into maybe expanding out to that and giving yourself a lighter box, but not when you got Braden Fisk, shooting his gap, getting in front of his reach block, and making a play. Man, he is a load in the interior of that defense.
But no Taylor Moton out there on the right side for Carolina. They've got Yash Nyman in at right tackle next to Jake Curhan.
You got this double-A pressure look here.
Trying to plug that up, so one-on-one opportunity. It's caught by Coker.
That's a touchdown.
His first of the year. A 4th down, go for it. And the Panthers take the lead.
Panthers have the lead.
We said it early part of the broadcast, like this is the matchup that you're going to like all game long. Coker is a big target. Going up against Forbes, who's played really, really well for the Rams. But, man, you just get one step on him. And, again, I think it's the 4th and short that makes those DBs just play a little bit more aggressive inside. Most times you're getting quick slants and you're getting intermediate stuff. You're not necessarily ready for somebody just to run by you. So I love the play call. I love the aggressiveness with Bryce Young. And Coker's been the weapon so far for this offense.
With these weird conditions.
And the extra point is good.
3 big play touchdowns for Carolina today. They had the pick 6 from Jackson, and then 2 on offense, including this one to Coker. 33 yards. Panthers in front.
He's just been really distant lately. Maybe he's scared of commitment. Or getting hurt.
This game is great.
What do you think?
Way better than I ever dreamed of.
Okay, Bridgewater, you're in.
Teddy Bridgewater, back up, listen.
If only there were backups in real life.
Go.
So we've been
But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
different person.
You think you're scared of commitment?
Exactly.
You're not a mechanic. It's not your job to fix them.
Cyber Week starts now at Dick's. Score up to 30% off hoodies from Nike, Carhartt, and more. And up to $40 off shoes. Plus, up to 50% off NCAA clothing and up to 50% off Stanley. If you find a lower price, we'll match it. Don't miss Cyber Week deals at Dick's.
Chipotle just dropped Build Your Own Chipotle.
Let's go!
A mini Chipotle experience at home.
Feeds 4 to 6 people.
We have a lot of food here.
Lots of protein, rice and beans.
Everybody can make whatever they want, and there's plenty to go around. Absolute game changer.
Introducing the Acura ADX.
Take your vibes on. Hey Google, turn it up. Take your vibes on Google.
The all-new Acura ADX. Crafted to match your energy.
Take your vibes on Google.
Hurry into your local Acura dealer for the season of performance event going on now.
People think that players who step on the field are the toughest, the ones who never give up. But real strength, that lives here at St. Jude, in the children who show up with heart, hope, and courage. But we need you too, so donate today. What's up, Zach? Check out this echo. T-Mobile's got home internet! They've got business internet too!
Our echoes are all knowing. T-Mobile's got internet for small businesses. Just $50 a month, guaranteed for 5 years.
Michigan State. Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern on Fox College Hoops.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by T-Mobile. Now the best network in America.
Only 2 pass plays on that 10-play drive, but they both went to Coker for big plays.
Yeah, he's been the guy in this game so far. One was that key third down, kind of cross-face interior of the field, and then obviously that fourth down where, look, I love the aggressiveness of the call. I love the fact that they're telling this Rams defense, man, we are going to grind it out, but then take advantage of the opportunities when they are there, and that's why they have the lead right now.
Rivers has had a nice day on the return game from the 5. This time he won't make the 30.
So just at the 28.
Down by 3. Here comes Christina Pick. KP.
Well, hey, Matthew Stafford bounced back nicely from those early interceptions. Sean McVay telling me he's resilient. That's what you do. You play the next play. He said, we haven't punted yet. We got to continue what we do offensively. He said one was a tip ball. The other was a bad call by me. But we got to clean up the leaky yardage. Defensively, by the way, Kyron Williams was dealing with an ankle, but he's back out there in the game.
And indeed, he is out there.
It's about 45 degrees there, too.
And you saw KP's attire, the weather.
And the raining.
To play an interesting factor with the rain coming down here in Charlotte. The 28. And indeed, it is
Kyron Williams brings it for about 6.
Marked down after a gain of about 4.
No, it's only about 4?
Really? Chris Shula said a very similar thing, and I think that's the mantra. Humility is only one play or one game away. I don't think there was any sense that they were going to take Carolina lightly. That's the attitude of a winning team. Now you're down by 3 getting tested. Now's the time to go prove it again.
It is. There's always something to prove.
It's 5,
as good as your next performance, and you also have to recognize the situation that the team is that you're playing. Carolina is playing for a lot, and coming off a very disappointing loss on Monday night, you could sense that there was a great urgency with what Carolina needed to do today.
Deep drop Stafford.
And Stafford gets brought down. He is brought down. Stafford is sacked.
And he does it to the 17-year veteran Stafford for a loss of 8.
So far today,
Damn.
Stafford has seen virtually zero pressure on any of these pass plays, especially under center. But they just simply bring a Mike linebacker and the nickel safety. And he
That was Lathan Ransom.
That's what you need in a game like this. Now you force him into a 3rd and long. The rain's coming down.
Lathan Ransom sacks Matthew Stafford.
Line to gain is the 38.
Rain's coming down, yeah.
Stafford down the field.
And that's incomplete. That was intended for Devontae Adams. Yeah, it's actually really kind of coming down now.
First punt for the Rams coming.
Yeah, 3rd long, what do? You're going to go to one of your go-to guys. The ball just ends up a little high, but this is the situation obviously Carolina wants to be in, where they're able to have eyes on the quarterback, keeping the ball in front of them.
Kind of pouring.
They've already been able to react to some of these passes to get deflections, get interceptions. They've got a good formula so far.
50-plus yard punt, nicely done by Ethan Evans, who's been one of the best in the game this year. Here comes
Ethan Evans getting some more. He gets past the 50.
excellent return. We do have a flag, a couple of them, back around the 35-yard line. So let's see if this comes back or not. It's a great punt by Evans.
During the return, holding number 48 of the
Mitchell Evans.
It's a 10-yard penalty for the spot foul. First down.
Coop penalty negates a 34-yard punt return. A good defense after the impressive drive. Mike Jackson said he was going to listen to Davante Adams' podcast to see if he can learn how to guard him. He guarded him well after the ransom sack.
If my mortgage lender used Agent Force, the powerful AI from Salesforce, a digital agent would have helped me pre-qualify before my dream house was sold. Wow.
The buyer's lender used Agent Force.
Well, who's the buyer?
Hey, bro. Welcome to Casa de Wood.
Oh, jeez.
Morning, Mr. Harrelson.
Pool's open next week. Bathing suit optional.
Agent Force helps lenders prevent finance fiascos. It's what AI was meant to be.
Ever since we told Jason Kelsey NFL Sunday Ticket is just $48 for new users, he hasn't stopped cheering. NFL Sunday Ticket, now just $48 for the rest of the regular season.
Here's ETN. Got 34 yards there.
New Balance, we got now.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor.
We usually work on Sundays.
I'll cancel my plans.
Pepsi does make it taste better.
Try to get with the port. How do we get to the cooler? It's too crowded.
One in Philly.
Works every time.
Make the most of your season during the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. Gift yourself some savings and visit your local Kia dealer today. Look out for these stickers to find great deals on vehicles backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So you can start new traditions for years to come. Get 0.9% APR for up to 60 months plus $750 retail bonus cash on specially tagged 2025 Telluride, Sorrento, and Sportage vehicles.
Walmart's top brand gifts surprised every last who.
Walmart has Tony's?
And Nespresso?
Even Apple? Who knew?
Ooh la la. Okay, Blazer.
A 3-point Carolina lead. Rain continues to fall here in Charlotte. It's getting a little foggier now as well as the Panthers have the ball back after a touchdown and then forcing a Rams punt for the first time today. Start this drive from their own 24-yard line. Be a run play for Chuba Hubbard.
And Chuba Hubbard runs for about 6.
Bryce Young with a couple of touchdown passes. First time that the Panthers have had 2 30-plus yard TD passes in almost a decade. When Cam Newton did it, Cam Newton had the all-time Carolina single-game passing record until Bryce Young broke it a couple of weeks ago against Atlanta. See what he's done today. Trying to get a little bit more deep throwing action, something that Dave Canales has wanted to find spots for. It's been hard to come by.
Exact same formation that they just lined up in.
And once again, it's a Hubbard run.
Yeah, Chuba Hubbard only gets about 2 that time, maybe. Maybe not even that much.
This was the theme in the previous drive. 2 consecutive runs. Get you to 3rd and short.
3.
We've talked about it when they've had upset wins against Dallas and Green Bay. The run game had to be an important part of it. Possessions had to be an important part of it.
Rain's coming down.
To getting upset wins.
And it takes
Red rain is falling down.
Red rain is falling. Get to a lot of 3rd downs.
Los Angeles. The Rams have to use a timeout.
Rams are using a timeout. Wow.
Out there for Chris Shula's defense. With 5:37 and 3rd, we step aside.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Where current eligible GMC owners get 0% APR with a total value of over $11,500 on this Sierra 1500 model. That's 20% below MSRP. Have you heard the story that's about a guy who lives in a bank that is real close by? The Capital One Cafe is his home, no doubt, where customers bank and get their cash out. There's no fees or minimum, so your money stays. Most cafes are open all 7 days.
All 7 days?
This magical place, as some people might call it, is where the Capital One Bank guy says, "What's in your wallet?" Such a lovely tale. Sucks you have to work on a Sunday. Does it though?
How about dogs?
Okay.
I brought Peyton Manning. Hi.
It's quitting time.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL.
If your grandpa wears one of these, or if your wife wears this, you can count on USAA membership for the spouses, kids, and then grandkids of those who served. We've got your back. See if you can join today.
Target's Cyber Monday deals are loading now. Get up to 50% off gifts for everyone on your list. Don't miss the action. Up to 50% off Cyber Monday deals for 2 days only.
He must be Doc Martin. Dr. Best, actually. Welcome to Poor When, Dr. Best, actually.
So what's it like being here?
I find that people demanding,
I'm new doctor. Start doctoring.
too chatty,
Doc B.
irrational.
Do you like it here?
That's not what I said.
Best Medicine series premiere January 6th on Fox.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Target, where game day meets the holidays.
Rams indeed had a personnel issue. Byron Young did not look to be moving very well on the side.
Byron Young going back to the locker room.
One of the best players on a very good defense. Young
It's running back,
has
though.
to
That's a
Josiah Stewart
decent
played
sign.
about a third of the snaps this
Jogging
season.
back.
A rookie third-round pick out of Michigan. He's out there on what is a big 3rd down and 3 past the halfway point of the third quarter.
Yeah, man, rain's really coming down.
Plays respectively, both conversions.
See if he looks at another one of those big targets or gives it to
Chuba Hubbard gets the first down. Nice.
pick up that first down.
This is really a great run, very patient run. You know, it doesn't hit that interior A-gap like you think it will. So you're patient, you bounce it, you just kind of go through your checklist of lane to lane to lane. And what I see with him is every run today has just been falling forward, moving the pile.
Now, of the 13 plays that the Panthers have run on their 2 drives in the second half, 11 of them have been run plays. Make it 12. That's another good one. Falling forward for maybe another yard or 2. Chuba Hubbard on first down.
Yeah, you know, for a defense that typically incorporates so much dime and nickel, I don't think I've seen maybe 1 or 2 snaps of dime.
Second and 4, so you got about 6 there.
The Rams really respect this run game. They're keeping 2 linebackers on the field almost exclusively to try to stop it, and unfortunately, they just haven't been able to do that yet.
Does Quentin Lake's absence have a little bit to do with that?
It absolutely does, just because he's such a good edge player. He's the key to a lot of their blitz packages. He's really a quarterback on the back end.
Man, it's kind of pouring.
On second down. So now Young is going to try to go through the air.
Bryce Young. That's complete to Mitchell Evans. He gets the first down.
And once again, this offensive line is just setting the tone in this game. You know, it's been a lot of the run, but that's what sets up these opportunities where, look, this is a great play. When you think, hey, we threw it to the flat, we got 3-4 yards, that's a great play on this drive because you're mixing the run with the drop back pass on 3rd down, and you're just churning clock. You're churning clock. So any positive play that moves chains for the Panthers is great.
Screen pass against some pressure that time, and here comes the again. Great job in space by Cameron Kinchins.
Looks like it gets about 2.
He makes the stop. Let's go down to Christina Pink for an update. KP?
Yeah, we saw Byron Young running to the Rams.
No, I got 1.
Injury to report. He was dealing with some cramping, but he's expected to come back in the game.
That's a good sign for Sean McVay's defense. Obviously, that's a player that you can ill afford to lose. Just one of the elite edge players in the NFL, Byron Young.
Yeah, and the combination with him and Jared Verse as well. You know, they just create these bookends for this defense, both run and pass.
Just another couple of those draft picks that Les Snead and this Rams front office has continued to hit on. From shot position, they'll run it on second down. And Hubbard knifing his way through defenders and churning to get to the sticks.
Oh, and did he get the first? Chuba Hubbard, I think, he got the first.
They're just running behind the left side of this line.
Yeah, he was being tackled by a shit ton of guys there.
You give it to Hubbard, who, man, he's
like a
just
dog
having that
pile.
for finding these creases. And then when he puts his pads on you, he's getting another 2, 3, 4 yards after contact.
Damn.
That ground game for
Love that.
has picked up 8 first downs on run plays. Hubbard averaging just about 5 yards a pop, better than league average.
And Chuba Hubbard once again gets about 9. 2 minutes left in the third.
We always talk about the Rams, right, being one of those great offenses where the receivers always block. That has to be key in the run game. Panthers getting their receivers in the block game, too.
Look, it's one of the things that shows up on film with Jalen Coker. You know, as I was watching film, and obviously so much attention to Leggett and McMillan, but Coker's the guy doing a lot of that dirty work inside, getting those blocks, and what that does also is open up, pass opportunities for him. But I can't say enough about just the philosophy that Carolina has come into this game where then, look, we thought it was going to be Rico Dowdle, but it's become Chuba Hubbard.
They both carried it 14 times. Hubbard's had the better of it so far, and he moves the chains yet again. Another rushing first down for the Panthers. And that clock continues to churn, approaching 70 seconds for the third quarter.
Yeah, it's really amazing. They've dominated this third quarter. They've had it 2 drives and really chewed up a ton of clock, but just run a lot of plays. And it's been 90% run plays. And just wearing down this defensive front.
Now it's Dowdle as Hubbard gets a breather. Play clock winding. Get the snap off and give it to Rico Dowdle. A decent run on first down. The formula to try to pull off an upset is very much on display in this third quarter for Carolina. Came in as a 2-score underdog against one of the hottest teams in the NFL, the Rams.
Yeah, look, this
second and 6. I think they're just going to run the clock down.
It's unfortunate that we're going to go to the quarter. In fact,
till the end of the third.
just want to run a play.
Maybe they're actually going to.
You just don't want it to stop.
This will be the 11th play of this drive. They've had the ball
Probably not.
for more than 13 of the 15 minutes in this third quarter, which comes to a close in rainy Charlotte, North
So that's the end of the third quarter in Charlotte, North Carolina. The Panthers are up 24-21. It's a great game.
thrilling fourth quarter, hopefully on the way.
Here's to the stock that never stopped. To the flavor that found its way into everything. From just one spot to America's #1 spot for wings. This isn't just a meal. It's an arrival. Wingstop is here.
Hey, what's up? Hunting for holiday deals. We both have a lot of specific wish lists. Wish list nailed. Best Buy has new doorbusters every Friday all season.
Every Friday?
Get new doorbusters every Friday all season long at Best Buy.
You know what they say about judging a book by its cover? Everyone with an addiction has a story to tell. Don't know. Don't judge. People who use drugs are still people and have a health condition that can be treated. Support treatment. Abandon stigma. Learn more at oasis.ny.gov. The New York State Office of Addiction Services and Supports. Every step of the way.
I'm David from Zero Draft, giving Central New York families the opportunity to qualify for NYSERDA incentives to upgrade your home insulation. We have helped thousands of homeowners qualify for low-cost and oftentimes free energy-saving home insulation. Call Zero Draft to schedule your free home energy audit. We'll help you find incentives based on your household income. Zero Draft will help you throughout the entire process to get you qualified and keep you comfortable in your home. Save energy, save money, and enjoy year-round comfort with Zero Draft.
On a construction site, we believe your safety should be the #1 priority.
Too often, construction workers are seriously injured due to unsafe work conditions. At Green Reed and Pomeroy, we hold those accountable when your safety is ignored. If you're injured in a construction site, they need the right attorney to fight for you. We've recovered over $300 million for our clients, so don't wait. Call Green Reed and Pomeroy today. We will fight for what's right.
Call 315-492-2222.
Thanks for watching Fox 68 WSYT.
There is one of the great left tackles in Panthers history. It was a revolving door after Jordan Gross retired at that left tackle spot. He looks great, by the way. Ike Ekwonu has taken over that mantle at left tackle the last 4 years, and he's part of an offensive line that churned out almost the entirety of the third quarter.
Yeah, look, the entire offensive line, that left side of the line, as I look at what these guys have done today, they've just been blowing the defensive line off the ball, creating all kinds of creases.
Here's the fourth quarter.
It's Hubbard out there to start this fourth quarter on 2nd down and 6. Hubbard to the edge. And moves forward. Flag is thrown. In fact,
It's about 3 or 4 yards.
See what the penalty is here.
Flag is down though.
Probably a hold on that edge.
Damn.
Sanders on the penalty.
10-yard penalty.
Jatavian Sanders right there.
He felt like it was a pancake block. Sanders gets tagged for that one. That's a costly penalty for Dave Canales' offense, which moves back to the 35-yard
It's still
line.
really coming
Really
down.
what you're conscious of here is just making sure you stay in field goal range, or at least give yourself an opportunity at it.
I'm surprised it really hasn't affected the playing surface yet, because it is really coming down. Not like super hard, not like, you know, storm hard, but like, oh, he gets brought down.
His second sack of the season, and it's a big one. Still 3rd down and long now for Carolina.
Look, if I'm in Bryce Young's ear, I'm saying, hey, whatever you do, do not take a sack. Even if it closes down around you, you can dirt the ball in front of your receiver's feet, but you just can't continue to add negative play onto negative play and potentially get yourself out of field goal range. So this is
3rd and 19.
You try to get at least a little bit of a chunk here, 7 to 10 yards if you can.
Young.
Stepping up.
He's gonna run. And gonna throw far, and it's out of bounds. So it'll be 4th and 19. So they'll have to kick a field goal.
Kicker from this distance in this weather. So maybe Dave Canales thinking about going for a 4th down and long. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, it became clear that Bryce Young's eyes came down to the offensive line, just trying to navigate and find an escape lane.
This kind of feels just like such no man's land because of the weather.
They're really not going for it, right?
A 57-yard field goal, which would be a...
Okay, no, they are.
If this was high school, I'd be thinking maybe look out for the quick kick or something, but
You know what? They're going for it?
maybe a screen pass.
Any chance maybe
The hell?
Throw him off sides for free 5? I don't know. Well, Caden says maybe. Nope, so they'll take the penalty, save the timeout, and punt it away.
They're punting it?
Here's the thing. Look at Kobe Turner. Nobody is more musically and rhythmically inclined on this Rams defense than the man known as the conductor. A music
Could have probably
major
got a field goal.
mathematics major in college. Nobody gets rhythm better than Kobe Turner.
Weirdos.
It will be a punt now for Carolina. That 2nd down play, though, that sack, the negative play, completely changes, and not even that, the penalty beforehand. There have been very few 2nd and longs for Carolina today. That penalty completely threw off the rhythm of that drive, and the Rams hold steady.
It is, and that's tough. Look, those types, the holdings are going to happen occasionally, and that's just part of the game. But The things you can control are avoiding the sacks. Just knowing where you can get rid of the ball, especially just when you're at the fringe. When you're on the fringe and you know it can't happen, don't let it happen.
Rams declined the penalties, so a little less room for Sam Martin to try to navigate this punt, but he does it to the 11-yard line for Smith.
So 11-yard line
Rams defense has
where
been
this
so
drive will
good
start.
all season long, and perhaps here in the fourth quarter they can impose some will. Fisk did there.
The Apple A19 Pro chip is vapor cooled because when you run cool, you can push your limits and juggle over 35 trillion complex tasks a second. Imagine if we were that powerful.
So you have to work on a Sunday.
Does it though?
How about dogs?
Okay. They brought Peyton Manning.
Hi. It's quitting time. Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL.
A Chewy order is on the way for Hunter, who finds anything he puts his nose to. This holiday, Mom uses Chewy to save up to 50%, plus new deals all week on gifts that Hunter loves hunting down. For low prices, for holidays with pets, there's Chewy.
Panthers are number 1 on trending right now. And number 3, keep pounding. Which is the Panthers thing. Chuba Hubbard's number 10. Devontae Adams number 11.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who makes a mix to you.
Eighth Super Bowl rings. And they live happily ever after.
Want more stats? Just ask Siri. Who leads the league in receiving touchdowns?
There have been some great Big Ten games. There have been some great Big Ten championships. There's never been one with number 1 versus number 2 in the country, and that's what we have on Saturday on Fox. Ohio State and Indiana with a couple of guys that are in the mix for the Heisman, and Julian Sayed and Fernando Mendoza. 6:30 Eastern time coverage on Saturday.
Cannot wait to watch that one.
We'll be sitting on in our hotel room watching that next Saturday. Here come the Rams, down by 3, and Blake Corum.
Blake Corum! He keeps going! And he's out of bounds finally. Blake Corum. Long run there. He gets the first down.
At the end of that play because he was so jacked up after the block to spring Corum for 34 yards.
Yeah, Jordan Whittington is a lot of he's their movement guy as well, along with Puka Nacua. That is the way you lay the wood on the perimeter with Mike Jackson. And that's really what springs that run. And this is a crucial drive for the Rams.
First and 10.
To respond to all this time of possession the Carolina offense has had.
Stafford's been champing at the bit on the sideline. Now back to the ground game. Another strong run for Corum of 5.
Yeah, when you really look at it, you know, the Rams had
Love the
a
run for
significant
Corum.
drive for probably about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You know, it was mid-second quarter the last time they scored, and then their one drive in the third quarter was negative 3 yards while they watched the Carolina offense go for about 25 plays.
Now Corum, who's hit a new career high, a second-year man out of Michigan. He goes to the sideline, and it's Kyron Williams.
Kyron Williams getting the first down.
Yeah, the Rams are really trying to reestablish their run. They had a great flow and rhythm going in the first half. And it's just a combination of these two backs and this line. Like, these two guards can really get these defensive linemen moving off the ball. They've done it all game. They have so many opportunities in the pass game as well, but just that ability to stay balanced is going to be key for them. to get back and take the lead here.
The front line, Jackson, Avila, Shelton, Dotson, McClendon. It's been very consistent all year in both run and pass. Trying to give the Panthers defense a taste of its own medicine. And now off the fake, little leaping attempt by Parkinson.
Yeah, it's going to be right there at the line of scrimmage.
Games with a shoulder injury. No gain on that play.
There's Carolina defense just settle back down. You know, you give up a big play or two. And that offense starts nearing the red zone. Just tighten up, focus up. It's been a lot of soft zone coverage. Continue to keep it in front of you. Rally, tackle. They've played really well today thus far.
2nd and 10.
Stafford? Oh my God! Puka Nacua! What a catch! Oh my God! That is insane!
Just playmakers making plays. Mike Jackson is in a perfect position here.
What an insane catch for Puka Nacua! Oh my God!
But you can't teach that.
Unreal. From Puka Nacua, he got up after that.
Dude! That is fucking insane!
In the NFL this season, and it sets the Rams up 1st and goal.
And Kyron Williams gets in there for the touchdown! Touchdown Rams, and they have the lead.
The Rams offense just said enough of this. Get back to pounding the football.
Wow.
Combination of Corum breaks off the 40-yarder to start this drive, and then Kyron Williams to finish it off.
Well, Puka, man.
The line just took over there. This is Rams football. Pounded.
Yeah, it was Kyron Williams that got the touchdown.
You're going to have guys like Puka Nacua that will make the play.
What a sequence. That looked like the offense that has taken over the NFL the last
And the kick is good.
on that drive. The 4th lead change of the day was set up.
So it's 28-24.
Absolutely spectacular play by Puka Nacua. It sets up the score.
Wow.
It sets up the final 10 minutes in a 4-point game.
Hey, co-pilot.
Hey, co-pilot.
Hey, co-pilot. Show me how to sync my holiday lights to my music.
Let's walk through it together.
Hey, co-pilot. Why are we so far behind?
Toy assembly has declined due to hot cocoa consumption.
You talking to your computer. Help me figure out these instructions.
Convert this recipe on my screen so it feeds 12.
14.
Can you read the HOA guidelines and make sure I'm not breaking any rules?
Adjust the inflatable reindeer so it's not crossing into the neighbor's yard.
Any wiggle room on the reindeer? I really like the reindeer.
Cyber Week starts now at Dick's. Score up to 30% off hoodies from Nike, Carhartt, and more, and up to $40 off shoes. Plus, up to 50% off NCAA clothing and up to 50% off Stanley. If you find a lower price, we'll match it. Don't miss Cyber Week deals at Dick's.
Duracell AA's are assembled in the USA. But what about our competitors? They're made around the world. You can check for yourself right at the shop. Those are on me. Just kidding. You gotta pay for those.
Extra value meals are back at McDonald's. For just $5, get a savory and sweet sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, plus hash browns and a coffee. The sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles meal for $5.
Making them meet on your time. Classic corporate power move.
Sorry, this is only 20 minutes ahead.
But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility for temperature-controlled healthcare shipping. FedEx, the new power move.
You found it then.
Of course I did. Good boy.
Gator thieves, nothing like it. All I need is discipline and focus.
It's the NFL playing against the best.
Let's go!
receiving duos in the NFL today has combined for 95 yards, 7 catches, 2 Devontae Adams touchdowns, and the highlight of the weekend from Puka Nacua.
Yeah, we're still wondering how he caught this. You know, it's wet conditions.
Yeah,
he goes to backhand, and Mike Jackson has his hand between
the highlight of the
Puka's
year.
hand and the ball, and somehow he just wills it into his belly. That's what playmakers do, and I think that's just become commonplace for a guy like that.
Those two have been huge today,
touchback.
Christina Pink and Ad.
Yeah, this Rams team has quite the wide receiver room, but the communication started with these guys early. And Puka Nacua has been a fan of Devontae Adams, but told me how impressive it is to see him go to work in person. He said the control, the tempo, you see it on every route. He said he's great in practice, but even more when you see it in the game. He told me one of the first things he told me was every single rep you take, you make sure you get in the end zone, and these two have certainly been impactful.
My gosh, you're not kidding, KP. What a season these two have had.
It's a clinic tape to watch those two.
Yep. In all phases. Run game and pass game, especially when Nacua is known for his blocking in the run game. Now the Panthers look to respond. It's Dowdle and nothing there as he goes right
only gets
into
about
Jared
one.
Verse.
Yeah, obviously the Rams have a little more momentum and a little more energy and excitement right now coming off of that drive. But it doesn't mean that as a Panthers offense you abandon what's worked for you here so far this second half. It's been that run game with Dowdle and Hubbard, but you're probably going to have to show a little bit more in the passing game here and hopefully get some opportunities with your big receivers.
Byron Young is back out there for the Rams, who have 5 defensive backs in this set. Uh-oh, Young nearly saw some pressure. Got it to Dowdle, who makes a man miss at 4.
And Dowdle almost to the first down. Oh, he does. Get the first down.
Along the edges that time.
Yeah, it's just discipline by Bryce Young, going through his progression. 1, 2, 3, not open, get it to your back. In space, and look, that's the benefit of having backs like this. Ball in space, make one guy miss, and all of a sudden that turns into a big play.
13 yards on that one from Dowdle. 18 touches after just 10 against San Francisco, and he's been productive. Here is Dowdle.
And Dowdle gets about 2.
By Byron Young, back on the field, just kind of pushes him back over. And then has to help up his buddy Tyler Davis after all that.
Yeah, the Rams are definitely tightening up inside on some of this run. You're getting a lot of free access outside with your receivers. I'm just kind of waiting to see if Carolina's going to try to take advantage of some of these free access throws.
Carolina's going to mix up personnel. They're going to go 2 backs here, both Dowdle and Hubbard. Trying to get a read on the defense.
And Young, complete.
Not Hubbard, beg your pardon, one of the 2 backs. Etienne makes the grab.
The Etienne.
It's the 3rd of his NFL career for the rookie. It's a couple of yards. It sets up 3rd down and medium here. The line to gain is the 41 as we hit the halfway point of this 4th quarter. Now Chuba Hubbard's back in.
They've had quite a few of these 3rd and 5s and have been really successful so far in this half at converting them.
League average on 3rd down is 39%. Panthers are 59. They're going to keep it on the ground. Again, kind of gives you a sense that they're willing to
That's
go
about
for it on 4th down
2 yards.
Here. Bryce Young doesn't look like he's going anywhere. It'll be 4th down and a couple of yards.
Yeah, you knew that was the philosophy. Well, they've been able
4th
to
and
convert
2.
a couple of these 3rd downs where it's almost, in most cases, yeah,
What
that's
are
a
they going to
passing
do? Are
down,
they going to
but
go
they're
for
heading
it?
off and they're getting it. But nonetheless, the way this offensive
gonna go
line has
for
been
it.
able to push this D-line off the ball, the way that Hubbard has been able to find these creases, I like the
Wow.
decision.
Nobody's converted more 4th
They're
downs
going
than
for
the
it.
Panthers. Nobody has seen more on defense than the Rams. 2 for 2 today is Carolina. On this crucial 4th down, Young, McMillan.
Caught! Oh my God! Touchdown! Ah! McMillan! To territory of McMillan! Wow. And the Panthers have the lead. Wow.
For Carolina, twice they've scored on 4th and must-have.
I'll tell you what, this was
Hello there, Jaden. How's it going? It is football. And the kick is good. It's a 3-point lead.
Comes up with as big a play in this game as you can at a critical moment.
Going good. What are you doing today, Jaden? Like, you watching football, or are you just playing games, or what are you doing today?
Whoever said work smarter, not harder, didn't realize you could do both.
This jolly old fella goes by the name Chris. His suit of red velvet, an iconic fit. But this particular year, without much of reason, he craved a new look this holiday season. He searched on Google. Try it on, he clicked.
Playing Black Ops 7? That's fun.
He bought on sale with shipping
I like
next
that.
day. Because he asked Google, Santa slayed.
Are you watching any NFL, Jaden?
Now on Chewy, shop and save up to 50% off, plus new deals all week on treats they want.
We should play NASCAR 25. We should. I agree.
All the best price gifts for any pet.
Soon.
Low prices. For
Soon we
holidays
will.
with pets, there's Chewy.
2, please. Make that 3 with the Capital One Saver Card. You earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment.
Are you in the stand?
Get your tentacles off my 3% cash back. Perfect delivery. What's in your wallet?
The Colonel was obsessed with making the perfect flaky holiday.
Yeah, I don't even know if your
ever since he was gifted his very first
your area would have this game. I think your area would probably have the Bucks game.
KFC's chicken pot pie.
You've got the game.
Get live, local, and primetime games on mobile with NFL Plus.
The departure has been delayed.
NFL Plus. Keep the NFL in reach.
You want to race against Drunk Sam? Oh, that'll be a thing sometime soon.
Fourth and short, you know you're getting man-to-man coverage, and Bryce is going to read the free safety right here. But you're man-to-man outside. You got both these guys running crossing routes, and you're simply just looking, who is the free safety going to grab? He grabs Leggett. That's fine. We're going to throw one-on-one to his playmaker, McMillan. Perfect throw, layered over the top. Forbes guesses wrong underneath. And what a massive response to that Rams drive to put the Panthers back on top here in the fourth quarter.
2 ties, 5 lead changes in this contest today. Rivers won't make it to the 30. They'll set up at the 28-yard line. We'll be right back after this from State Farm.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the experience of this trainer.
Good to go.
But getting that trainer.
Megan Trainer. I'm all about that brace, no trouble. Give me your arm.
No, it's not for that.
Who are you?
Patrick, I play football.
This is Patrick, everyone. Give it up for Patrick. He does sports.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Why is no one laughing?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
4th touchdown reception of the last 3 games for McMillan. This one puts Carolina on top with 6.5 to go in what is one of the best and most entertaining games that you will watch in an 18-week regular season. This one's been a blast. Rams have it at their own 28. Stafford slings out. Nakua in the screen game.
Puka gets about 4.
Challenge in space. As he picks up about 6. Running.
Oh, he got 6.
Evans. Playing a big role today. Remember all the injuries on the back end for Carolina's defense.
Yeah, look, you've got a lot of time here. Nearing 6 minutes. 2 timeouts for the Rams. You know, the way they've been driving the ball, it's been chunk plays. It hasn't just been, you know, dinking and dunking. It's been chunk plays in the run game, It's been some choke plays in the pass game. You know, look, they're not thinking field goal. They're thinking touchdown.
But a day of big plays on both sides. Both teams averaging better than 8 per play. League average is 5.5. Nice roll.
And that's complete. Stafford to Colby Parkinson.
First down to the 46.
Yeah, this is another one of the ways that the Rams get tight ends open. They're just taking Colby Parkinson, and normally he's blocking down. In this case, he just releases, not blocking anybody. He's there for Stafford as he boots out to the right. It's his first read. And just another way to offset this run game and a defense that is used to having to pursue. A nice little wrinkle for this Rams offense.
The former Seattle Seahawk who was with Dave Canales when Canales was an assistant for Pete Carroll. Deep drop.
Stafford. And that pass is incomplete to Nakua.
Looked like they had something developing downfield. Instead, it's an incompletion and second down.
Yeah, they did. You know, Davante Adams really running wide open through the middle of the field. Typically, there's a backside corner there, but he was not there. So as you watch Davante come screaming across the field, boy, a lot of real estate.
Wow.
I think Stafford just took his eyes off him a little bit too quick to get to the check down.
Second down for Stafford. Now floats one for Adams, wide open inside the 40-yard line. Steps out at the 39. It's a gain of 18 as we step inside of 5 minutes to play. Now the clock rules change as well.
Yeah, this is one of those throws that Stafford just makes in his sleep. Just laying the ball to the sideline. You know, Davante Adams roll you to sleep sometimes with the way that he just runs so smooth through the defense. At any moment, he can just kick it into another gear and run by you, hit you on a post, a deep over. In that case, just kicking it to the sideline for a big chunk.
Set it down, Stafford.
And Stafford throw out of bounds.
For everybody, second down.
It's interesting the approach that they're
taking. Second and 10.
You know, this is as many, you know, big play action passes that they've tried to lump together. You know, up until this point, it's been run, a naked, a screen, and then mix in a play action every now and then. But you know, they have plenty of time, and I think their formula should continue to be just run the football, run the clock. Maybe in a way they're thinking, let's score fast, get Carolina the ball back, and then try to get it back and go win this thing in regulation.
They're at the interesting point of the fourth quarter, just inside of 5 minutes with a lot of timeouts and a 2-minute warning still to come. Here is the run game on display. It is Kyron Williams running into Chris Barnes, who's taking over one of those inside backer spots. It sets up a big third down. Line to gain will be the 29, 3rd and 6.
Just so many weapons for the Rams on the perimeter. When you start thinking about all the options that are at Stafford's disposal.
You got 5 of them out there. Nakua and Adams on the same side.
3rd and 6.
A lot of communication on defense. You wonder if they're trying to orchestrate the pressure.
Stafford throws to Nakua. Complete to Nakua. And he gets some.
Running through is the Carolina safety, Nick Scott. Picks up 13 on 3rd down.
Man, that's the second one of these strong-handed catches in a row with Nakua. You know, he throws it behind him. And Nakua just reaches back and plucks this thing. And more so than anything, just his ability to break tackles. He's just got such lower body strength and can just step out of those with ease.
Strong receiver in Nakua, goes to the sidelines. Stepped out of bounds, so the clock stops at 4:02.
Kyron gets about 3.
As he's shown off a couple of highlight reel tackles today, 4 yards on that play.
Yeah, this is one of their patented runs. A lot of double teams up front, just giving Kyron the ability to choose his lane. But yeah, Ransom has come up with some big plays today. Big sack.
He got 4, 2nd and 6.
Off the field in the 3rd quarter.
is in there for the suspended Trayvon Merrick. Both teams have run the ball effectively today. Rams will continue to do it here, at least attempt to. That's a great play by Nick Scott that time. Drops him at the 17-yard line. It will be 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, very, very crucial here, because obviously you don't get this, then you're ended up kicking the field goal and you're going to give the Panthers a game-winning drive opportunity. They spread it out on the last third medium, went empty, and he chose his matchup with Nakua. See if they go back to a similar strategy here.
Top side of the formation, Nakua. Near side is Adams.
Pressure look by the Panthers up front.
And some movement beforehand. There was a whistle. The clock was winding down. Back judge says delay of game.
Prior to the ball being snapped, delay a game on the
One of the more disciplined offenses in the NFL. Lost a few seconds there. And they move back 5 yards to the 23. First Rams penalty of this game.
3rd and 10.
And now the former Rams assistant, Adrian Rivero, looking to dial something up.
Yeah, you get that pressure look, all of a sudden there's communication between offensive line, quarterback, and you get them to delay just long enough.
Four-man rush.
Stafford fumbles it. The Panthers have it. Wow. I think the Panthers have just won this. Flag is down.
Derek Brown comes up with the key play of the day for the Panther defense. Up 3.
You all tucked in? Okay. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon. And there were 3 little bears.
I want to race against Drunk
A
Sam.
little toy house.
Jaden, are you still here?
And a young mouse. And a comb and a brush. And a quiet old lady who was whispering hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon.
Save 25% with our cyber sale. Book in the Marriott Bonvoy app by December 2nd. Terms apply.
Tired of sifting through jobs that don't feel like the right fit? Introducing Indeed Career Scan.
Howdy. How are you doing today, Jaden?
Find the job that's right for you.
How are you doing?
How Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. I'll go get
I'm
us
like,
tickets. Only pay for what you need.
what have you been doing?
Keep it 1,000. This year, we're thankful for us. Our shake, our cutback, our toe tap, these hands, especially this one. We're thankful for our strength. Our can't hold us.
Still doing good.
Glad you tried though.
That's good.
But more than anything, we're thankful for phones. Now let's eat.
Thanks for calling Discover. Hi, I just received my new Discover card. It says cashback. What's cashback? Buy what you need, earn a little extra back. Even on a baseball bat? You betcha. How about a flamethrower?
The Burger King Double Cheeseburger. A quarter-pound of beef patties.
Jaden, have you ever tried alcohol before?
Cheese. It's love at first bite. We're not sure who invented the double cheeseburger, but it sure tastes like we did. You rule.
Saturday, title and playoff hopes are on the line. Julian Sam leads #1 Ohio State against Fernando Mendoza, #2 Indiana. The Big Ten Championship, Saturday, 6:30 Eastern on Fox.
Let's take a look at what happened on that last sack fumble. So see where Derek Brown is. First off, you've got this loaded front over here, which you know there's going to be games coming here. And that's exactly what took place. You just need the coverage to be able to hang on long enough but watch how Derek Brown just fights his way around, gets the strip, and creates arguably one of the biggest defensive plays. That's the third turnover for this defense in this game, which has been massive for creating opportunities, but also getting this Rams offense off the field.
There was an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the Carolina bench after their exuberance and excitement, so they lose 15 yards on the return from Wanham. But how about Derek Brown? Deflection off his helmet leading to a pick, strip sack of Stafford, his third turnover of the day after none in the last 5 games. And Carolina takes over. Still a long 2.5 minutes to play in this one. Here's Dowdle. They're trying to turn the clock.
Good Dowdle gets about 4.
Down to the 2-minute warning unless
Maybe
McVay
5.
wants to use one here. And he will. One of the 2 remaining timeouts that McVay has.
Rams use their second timeout.
Coming down to the wire. Week 14, great slate next week, and it's headlined by a huge NFC North matchup. Packers and Bears both win on the holiday weekend. Bears with a statement victory over the reigning Super Bowl champions. Packers continue to play well these last couple of weeks after being upset by Carolina. Josh Allen and Joe Burrow will square off in the early window. We've got a great slate next week on a Fox doubleheader.
Yeah, I was going to say that. My second favorite offense to watch right now is the Chicago Bears with Ben Johnson, what he's doing down there with Caleb Williams. It's amazing.
Remember that the Rams burned a timeout on defense earlier in this half, so that's the second one used by Sean McVay. On 2nd and 6, it will be a trip-up play by Cam Curl, knocking Dowdle down. So now will McVay use that last one? He will on the top side of the 2-minute warning.
This is where you have to stay aggressive. Do not get conservative. Throw the football here, get a first down, and you win this game.
If you get a first down and stay in bounds, not stop the clock, you get down to the 2-minute warning, and then 3 knees gives you an upset victory if you're Dave Canales. Rams need a stop on this play to get it down to the 2-minute warning and potentially get it back. Hubbard is the back. And they've got the big bodies out there at receiver. Coker, Sanders, Leggett, all on the left. Young, shot for the win. It is held on to by Coker. And the Panthers are going to come away with a signature victory to propel them deeper into the playoff conversation in the NFC South. No conservative play calling from Canales that time. Bryce Young, big-bodied receiver Jalen Coker. 2-minute warning in Charlotte.
And Doug.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds.
Leave him! It's a mascot!
Oh, what's this? A fan has run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants. Diverse knee pants? And the control room censored it. Oh, only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Okay, one more time. Walmart's Black Friday deals are online November 25th and last all week.
All week?
All week.
Every day?
Every day.
And you'll buy me anything I want.
I didn't say that.
Run me through it one more time.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery, tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
I get it. It's hard to change. Me? I'm pretty loyal. Been on the same team for 17 years. Same coach for 11. Never switched my number once. And I start every warm-up with a pass from the same guy. What's up, Curtis? And I shoot from the same spot. Every time. So you can imagine how good something has to be for me to change.
Can't beat it, can't beat it, can't beat it, can't beat it with the big bad dough. Come on. Don't I make it look easy? Don't I make it look good? Yeah.
Step into the world of Nespresso.
and bring magic to every morning. Shop the holiday gift collection at Nespresso.com.
Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too.
What's in your wallet?
I can't afford to be afraid.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Walmart.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see
In what was a rainy, foggy, cold, late November afternoon in Charlotte, the Panthers are celebrating. They'll take 3 knees and come away with their second victory as a double-digit underdog this season. They're going to knock off the hottest team in the NFC. And Drew, at the top of this
That's
broadcast,
beautiful,
you said
man.
Jalen Coker had to be big.
Look, he's a game changer. I thought he could be the secret weapon for them. He's right here in the slot, and he just makes his way to the middle of the field. Again, the Rams playing really conservative on that third and medium. You know, a little bit different than what I would have expected. And that huge hole in the middle of the field, which is Jalen Coker's, I mean, that's his spot because he's kind of their interior blocker. He's their big target. And, man, he came up with some huge plays today. But honestly, I can't say enough about Dave Canales and just the job he did. Gutsy play calling, especially in the second half down the stretch. 2 shot plays on 4th down. On 4th and short, for that matter. 1 go ball to Jalen Coker. The other, combination of the deep crosses, big play to McMillan. And Bryce Young as well. Came up with the big throws when they needed them most. Those 2 4th downs. That last 3rd down to seal the game. And Carolina now 6-1 in 1-score games, which are pretty impressive when you talk about, the grit and determination. And, they needed this win in order to stay in contention here in the NFC South. And they've got as good a chance of it as anybody now.
Dave Canales was asked this week, how do you bounce back after a loss on the road in San Francisco, short week coming in, and now playing with opportunity and possibility? He said, I have to convince these guys. What I saw in Seattle, what I saw in Tampa Bay 2 years ago, I have to convince them that they are worthy of this. They get to 7 wins. They're the first team in the South to do it. Tampa Bay has a small lead on Arizona in the final 2 minutes, so the Bucs can still hold on to first place with a victory today. But remember, those 2 teams are going to square off 3 times.
Twice, yeah, they're going to be twice down the stretch here, so it's wide open.
Panthers, first team in the NFL with 4 30-plus yard TDs. Dowdle and Hubbard each had 200-plus scrimmage yards. Adams had 2 touchdowns from Stafford, who turned it over 3 times. 5 lead changes, a pair of ties, a lot at stake. And the Panthers come away with an upset victory and snap the Rams' 6-game win streak. You'll get coverage of that key NFC South matchup. Buccaneers facing the Cardinals, trying to hold on to first place. Kevin, Daryl, and Allison are coming up. For Drew, Christina, our fantastic crew, Adam Amin sending you to Florida. 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter in Tampa, Florida, with Daryl Johnston, Allison Williams, Mike Pereira, our rules analyst. I'm Kevin.
I'm going to end this.
Carolina and the Rams, we welcome the audience watching that game. Many
It was a
of you
fun
with
time.
vested interest in what
Rest of the
happens here.
Panthers
Tampa Bay will punt it away.
beat the best team in the
to
NFL.
Arizona. With 2 minutes to go, Cardinals have 1 timeout remaining. Trying to rally from 3
Bye, y'all.
down. Dortch, after an excellent punt, backpedaling to the 5-yard line.